Guerrilla cricket. Whoa. Guerrilla cricket. Whoa. Guerrilla. Take guard, man the barricades, patrol the cover boundary. At last the time is come, this is a cricketing emergency. Hear this call to arms for every cricket revolutionary. Take up your bats and stumps for the test match insurgency. At first they tried to silence us, but we would not be silenced. They threatened us with lies, so we threatened them with violence. Che Guevara, Sangakkara, Joseph Stalin, Douglas Jardine, Robespierre, Darrell Hare, Vladimir Lenin, O'Brien Kevin, guerrilla cricket. It's not about the winning, it's about how many rules you break. Even in cricket commentary, this is the best advice to take. Pick guerrilla cricket, it's the finest choice you'll ever make. There's so much more to cricket than rev counters and a slice of cake. At first they tried to sanitize us and clean up our act, but people like it filthy, and we know that for a fact. Fidel Castro.
Well, an unconventional intro, but the first ball's just been bowled. And it's been bowled to Rahane by Bhuvi Kumar, who I seem to recall got a forfeit in his last game. We're at Raipur, it's been pissing with rain. I don't think they even televised the toss. Hence, we were all rather taken aback. Messi and his goose are with me in Perth. Hello, Messrs.
Hello.
And looking very professorial is David Brooke. That's driven back to Bhuvi Kumar. It's another dot ball.
Good day, Tony. Good day, Messrs. Hello, everyone.
Chaps, that's 2 deliveries. We've already got, 1,000 trees planted. If it's 500 per dot ball, that's pretty. Now, who won the toss? Somebody's got to tell me.
RCB won the toss.
I'm assuming if they're bowling, then yes, they will have won the toss. That would make perfect sense. We're at Raipur, where they haven't staged a game at Raipur in the IPL since 2016, would you believe? That seemed to jag back in. Did it catch an inside edge? Otherwise, it looked fairly adjacent. No real excitement. Umpire Nitin Menon, familiar figure. The other umpire, a somewhat less familiar figure. Is it Rohit somebody? Rose Hip Syrup? Can't remember his name. Who is the other umpire?
Yeah, other umpire is Rohan Pant.
I don't think it's is it Pant as in Rishabh?
P-A-N-D. Oh, Pandit. Sorry,
Pandit.
Rohan Pandit.
Bhuvi Kumar in.
Oh, nice
slower
swing.
ball swings. You'll hear a little purr of approval from the professorial-looking David.
Well, Bhuvi Kumar's been outstanding.
Been fire, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He got 4 for 20 odd last game. Am I right?
Oh,
that's
I
right.
seem to recall.
I think he hit a 6 at the end to win the match as well, didn't he? Or was there certainly in towards the end?
There's only been one game at this ground where I think RCB beat Mumbai Indians. Was it off the last ball? That one's defended. And Bhuvi Kumar has started with 4 dot balls. The other thing of note here, well, several things of note about Raipur. One is it has very large boundaries. It's very hard to tell you much about average first innings score expectations because it's such a long gap since the last game. 166 is what Mumbai Indians scored batting first, and it was chased down by RCB. So we do know that. Bhuvi Kumar, can he get away with a maiden? No, he can't. That's just evaded wide mid-off, and it's going to finish with a boundary, and that, I'm afraid, is something of a shame. I was rather hoping for a maiden to start, David.
Well, decent shot from Rahane, but yeah, it was a really good over, and it's still a win for RCB, isn't it? Just 4 runs off that over.
Just 4 runs off and over. Messrs, has anyone woken up to join us?
indeed, they have. Brown in Brisbane says bonjour. Clips Guys says, g'day all. Good to see the rain stop for a bit, unlike England women versus New Zealand women. Stephen Kelk says, high five to all. Varong just says, Wibble, will Virat Cam get his hat-trick or ducks? And
that's one of them.
Stephen Kelk
first
says,
baller.
the Duckster made the England squad.
He did,
Which
but no Crawley.
was inevitable.
No,
don't drop your leading
Crawley.
all-rounder.
Finally,
thank Crawley.
Finally, they've given the tall fellow a rest. 4 without loss after the first over here in, it's the SVRS Stadium, which is Veeranan Singh, who was a freedom fighter. It's named after, apparently. It's third largest stadium in India. 60,000 people. Finn Allen has a little dibble and a dabble against his countryman Jacob Duffy.
Yeah, Duffy's come in to replace Romario Shepherd, who was pretty expensive and didn't hit the ball as well as they wanted in the last match. So Hazelwood's in the lineup as well, isn't he?
Well,
so,
I'll give you the
yes.
2 playing 11s as we've got Seema bowling. Start with the Knight Riders, who are batting: Ajinkya Rahane, Finn Allen, Angrish Raghavanshi, Cameron Green, Rovman Powell, Manish Pandey, Rinku Singh, Sunil Narayan, Anakul Roy, Kartik Tyagi, Vibhav Arora. There is there's one slip, a short third, point cover and a mid-off, all protecting that offside, but obviously all within the limitations of the field. That's a good ball too, as an attempted pull from Finn Allen, and he gets a little smile of approval or a knowing nod of I got you there, because he didn't really get it away at all. And it's another dot balls. Runs, David, unusually are a precious commodity at the moment, aren't they?
He's a bit all or nothing, Finn Allen, isn't he? He either really gets going, or doesn't get very many.
I could read you the bench, but it's got the likes of Tim Southwood, Navdeep Sunny, Ramandeep Singh, etc. On the back foot goes Finn Allen, punches this. Same fielder at mid-off, obviously going the other direction. Whether it's north or south, I haven't worked out. But it's a 4, pretty identical to Rahane's 4. And I really haven't done any jingling. I'm trying to play catch-up here. I will give you, though, the RCB team. Jacob Bethel. Big news, of course, is that Virat Kohli's retired. Oh, no, hang on. No, he hasn't. He's there. That is up in the air, over, long off. That's an absolutely glorious shot. Up go Mr. I can't even remember his name. I've forgotten it already. The other umpire that isn't hitting Menon's arms. Yes, the bandit. The dancers jiggle. And it's 4 more to the score.
6, then.
Was it 6? Oh, it's all going belly up here. Yes, it was 6. So I'll play that instead then. Here you go.
Belly up, is that how the bear was lying?
He was for a while, although we were watching Escape to Victory.
That 6 is on fire.
Which of course you'll know well. Classic of its genre, if the genre includes literally just the one film. But it was quite entertaining to watch. 18 without loss then.
Was Sylvester Stallone in goal, was he?
He was indeed. He was indeed. And he saves a penalty.
Surprise.
And there was the penalty, really should have gone to VAR, but I don't think they had VAR in made-up games during the Second World War. I could tell you all about the West Ham Arsenal decision. Maybe I won't, because I need to give you the other teams and hold that until later. That's defended by Finn Allen. Back to fellow Kiwi Duffy. Right, Jacob Bethel, Virat Kohli, Venkatesh Iyer, Rajat Patidar, Jitesh Sharma, Tim David, Jacob Duffy, who you've already seen, Krunal Pandya, Bhuvi Kumar, Rafiq Salam, Josh Hazelwood, who, if he fires, KKR win. If he doesn't fire, they tend not to. I think that's the end of the over. It's 18 without loss, and we can go to Messers and his goose.
Invisible Bob, aka Will Reynolds, says, bonjour all. I have a story time from my stint today, so that's something to either dread or look forward to. Yeah, Will's coming on after me, and Carl Herbert's with us as Kiwi on Kiwi crime. Oh yes, Duffy and
Bhuvi Kumar into a Jinky Rehani, clips it away to backward square, fielded by, I think that was Jacob Bethel, making his first appearance on camera. Hot news as well, of course, is we've been playing for 2 overs and 2 balls, and I don't think we've seen the camera zoom in on Virat yet. I mean, I presume he's out there. Maybe they're trying to ration his appearances. Who knows? Who knows? So does that mean Bethel's, because Jofra Archer's out of the England reckoning for the first test, are they doing the same to Bethel, or do they think he doesn't need the same amount of rest? Can you remember if he's in the England squad, David?
I think he is in there.
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah.
I don't think he should be, but he is.
Well, yeah, he is. But the return of Ollie Robinson, what do you make of that?
Well deserved.
Yeah, I'd go along with that. Bhuvi Kumar over the wicket. That's slapped magnificently by Finn Allen. He's normally in for a good time, if not necessarily a long time. But if he gets going, he can keep going. That was 4 away to extra cover, and it was a very powerful 1-2.
2 + 2 is on man. 2 + 2 is on man.
Well, we all remember
He did hit a remarkable century last week.
Yeah.
Here's
He did,
Finn
yeah.
Allen.
Yes.
We're all
100, didn't he, off
in Allen's town.
40 odd balls, I think.
And he's shutting all the bowlers down. Out of the box, he's hitting
147.
fours over and over as easy as that.
So we listen to Mogg, that's edged. And what did I just say? Good time, not necessarily a long time. And he's gone for 18. Bhuvi Kumar cramped him for room. He tried to cut, it wasn't going to work. Taken behind, pardon me, and it's 23-4-1, and it's one of these. What should we give him? I mean, he just made 100. Should we give him a more positive dismissal?
Oh, that's unlucky how you got out, but the bowler's really good, so it can't be helped.
And there's Virat. There is the man himself.
Yeah. Little outswinger from Bhuvi Kumar.
Beautiful ball.
Proved too good for Finn Allen. Yeah, as you say, when he really gets going, he's dangerous. We all remember that innings he played in the T20 against South Africa, semi-final World Cup, but not to be today.
I think he's already the leading wicket taker in this tournament, is Bhuvi, and he's extended that position today. And you can see why, because he's been bowling quite beautifully, and today's been a good demonstration of that. Raghavanshi is going to be the new man in. Let's see if we can jingle him up. Of course, he may or may not be here. You can never be sure.
Decent toss to win this, actually. It's good bowling conditions at the moment. Ball swinging around.
No, we don't have Raghavanshi, I'm sorry to say, but he's batting.
I
at
should
number
mention,
3.
Tony, that we should pay credit to David, who's dragged himself from his sickbed to be with us.
Oh, have you,
today.
David? Oh, you haven't had what I've had, I hope.
Well, I bet you hope that you haven't had what I've had.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know how much detail we need. I've just had the cold and flu. And
Oh, no, I've been
yuckiness.
hospitalised.
Oh, mate. Oh, goodness. Well, I'm delighted you're here. Right, Raghavanshi yet to face his first ball, but he's going to now. 2 slips for him. He takes a giant stride forward, raises the bat, lets it go through, and there is no run. We're having another little look at that wicket. It was a quicker ball, and that's what cramped him for room. It wasn't really a cut. I'm not quite sure what he was looking to do. Let's have another look at it. No, he's looking, I think, to drive, but the ball just came through much quicker. Virat gives a punch of the air. Bhuvi sets about his work again, and he's almost through Raghavansh's defences.
Knew nothing
Again, it was
about
quicker.
that.
He didn't. So 5 runs a wicket and 2 dot balls so far in this over. Bear, you couldn't bring me over that water bottle of mine, could you? Because I am struggling a bit with the old throat.
Oh, it's all those late nights in bars.
Well, yeah, unfortunately,
going into your heart.
don't have to sing quite so much these days. 23 for 1. Last ball coming up of this successful Bhuvi Kumar over. Oh, forward comes Raghavanshi. That will get him off the mark because it's guided away through cover. Is it going to beat the fielder? Not quite. No, but it's Tim David, isn't it? But nobody's following him. Nobody's following him. And he has to do all the hard work himself. Well, there was somebody following him, but not close enough to actually make an impact. There's a lot of long hair, David.
Oh, there is. Yeah, it's definitely the fashion amongst the Indian cricketing fraternity. We saw it at Gujarat the other day, and we're seeing it today amongst. Well, Krunal Pandya's certainly grown his hair, and Tim David has allowed his locks to run free.
He has indeed. 26 for 1 after 3. Messers.
Leah is with us. She says, hello all. Putting together an all-time All-Sharma IPL 11 special at the moment. If anyone wants to join the panel for that, drop me a line. Farong says, is the bear still chilling on the chilled beers?
Tell you, he has been busy trying to buy a flat at auction or a house at auction.
Oh, right.
So I've been getting the running commentary on that.
Will Reynolds says, bloody hell, hope you're okay, David.
Yes, I was about to come on to
You're on the mend.
any updates you can give us, but after this delivery. Duffy in, that's short, right. Hauled away over mid-wicket. Up go the arms of the umpire that isn't knitted men on. And it's another one of these.
Right, it's good to be commentating with Bob Fleming in the studio.
Wasn't he based on sort of? I mean, I know the thing was he coughed all the time, but wasn't it sort of based on Country File? Do you remember that with Bob Hargreaves?
Right. Okay. I wasn't sure
that was the
Jack
programme.
Hargreaves.
Jack Hargreaves. Yeah.
Yeah,
Jack
that's
Hargreaves,
right. Yes.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Who was also on How with Bunty James
That's right.
amongst others.
Fred Dinage.
Fred Dinage, yeah, who obviously had a as a sports reporter, really, wasn't he? That one's gone. It was clever bowling actually from Duffy because Raghavanshi had looked to move out to leg to give himself room. He was followed very cleverly by Duffy, who cramped him for any room by following him, getting the ball to follow him outside of the leg, and it ended up just squirting away in a dribbly fashion, quite short on the offside, and there was no run. So I've given you the teams. What else can we tell you? I can tell you Raipur. Oh wait, Duffy in, up onto his toes goes Raghavanshi, angles the back, guides to Bethel, who's at backward point. They take a single. Actually, far more importantly, David. Yes, genuinely, how are you?
I would say I'm recovering, but I'm still in some pain. Not to disturb any listeners or viewers, but. Do you want me to go into any details?
Well, as much detail as you're happy to give.
Well, 2 words: kidney stone.
Oh Jesus!
Very painful.
Very painful. I've heard. I know Hendo had those a while ago.
All right. Yeah.
It came quite. Didn't for a while it have its own Twitter account? Hendo's kidney stone.
It did indeed.
It did. I
Yes,
thought it. I thought it did. Yeah. 33 for 1. Bob Fleming again here on behalf of Guerrilla Cricket. That one's driven straight to mid-off by Rahane. I wasn't expecting today to be particularly a high-scoring game because of the big boundaries. Because Mumbai Indians only managed 166. I think that if you go back, and obviously once you go 10 years beyond, the scores are almost irrelevant. It's about 140 something from memory. This is only the 8th IPL game that's been played on this ground. Duffy just holds the pace off that a little bit. Rahane waits though.
That was a classy shot
Cuts
from
it.
Rahane.
Backward of point. Bethel can't get there, and indeed Class sums that up.
4 on the floor, and 1 more 4 than the 4 before. That's what 4s are for, to get funky on the dance floor.
Yeah, Rahane seemed to know exactly where that was going. And he found the gap nicely, waited for it, and eased it past the fielder at backward point.
Well, yeah, there's a short backward point, and almost a gully, really, and he's diving to his right, doesn't quite get there, and Bethel can't cut across. That's short and wide and pulled by Rahane. That's probably going to go the distance, I think. Has it gone all the way? Umpire Rohit. Is it Rohit his first name? Rohan. Is it Rohan or Rohit?
Rohit.
He's
Pandit.
Rohit.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gone all the way, Tony.
It has gone for 6. It was pulled away beautifully, and it's another one of these.
Yeah, so Duffy's taking a little bit of stick there from Rahane. He's getting into his work very nicely.
He is indeed.
Very fast start.
End of the over, I think. Messers.
Will says, "Oh fuck, kidney stones are rough. Did they manage to sonic them, or was it the old-fashioned way?"
I'm afraid it's still there.
Well, they can
I'm just
Oh, is
flushing
it?
out. Yeah.
Because they smaller ones they can flush out with sonic waves.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Right.
I'm not sure you want a hedgehog up there.
No, you wouldn't.
Although it may feel like that from what Endo was describing.
Right, well, we were talking about him earlier. Not Sonic the Hedgehog, although, no, there isn't really a similarity. Josh Hazelwood is the new bowler. He's bowling to Raghavanshi, and he comes. Raghavanshi waits, cuts. And although there's 2 men, there's a short third and a what would you call that? Although it's almost like 2 short thirds, to be honest. So they kind of know the shot he was going to play. One of them, I think, did it go all the way, or did they stop it? They stopped it. They must have done. 2 of them there. It can't.
Yeah,
have
I think so.
It can't
Yeah.
have got past both of them. But there were 2. They do have 2 men very short in that kind of short third position. Very close to each other. 44 for 1. Rahane leading the charge, 15 off 10 for him. Josh Hazelwood in, that's wide, and Rahane looks to uppercut, doesn't get it. It's a nod from Rahane of appreciation back again. Power play wise, let me have a quick look for you. What can I tell you? The last 5 games, the Knight Riders have only managed 47 as an average score. And an average loss of 2.5 wickets. Now, some of those, of course, they've been batting second. Highest 71 for 1 against the Sunrisers. Rahane, clever at that, he steps outside of his off and clips it down to leg. And the umpire, we do recognise the great knitted men on. Signals 4 runs. Here it is.
4 on the floor, and 1 more 4 than the 4 before. That's what 4s are for, to get funky on the dance floor.
Maybe a bit short, David. What did you think?
Well,
Hazelwood.
pretty enterprising on Rahane's part. He went right across the stumps and played that off stump, wasn't it? Down to leg side boundary.
Yep. Okay. Hazelwood. That's gone straight up in the air as an attempted pull. Someone's got to be there. It's Hazelwood himself. He says, "Thank you very much." Not one of the hardest caught bowls he'll ever take.
He took too many liberties there against Hazelwood. You can't do that. It was too late on it. Ball went straight up in the air. And yeah, Hazelwood, there's no way he was going to let anyone else take that catch.
No, indeed. He's absolutely gone. That's it for Rahane. This one for him.
I'm a loser. Yeah, I'm a loser, babe. I'm just a loser. Whoa.
Seeing as he's bowling it, caught it, and is bowling his first over, have
He
some of this one
once
too.
hit keys wet as stumps. Must be good. Josh Hazelwood.
Thank you. Right. 48 for 2. Cameron Green. Oh. When he's hot, he's hot. When he's cool, he's horrible. I think is the thing about Cameron Green. Is that a fair summary, Messers? You know him better than most.
Yeah, he's gradually been working his way back into a bit of form, I think. That last match, he and Finn Allen had a partnership of must have been about 140 or something.
Oh, he did.
And he played the hand.
I think he got 30 something, and Allen got that 100, and that was pretty much all the runs they needed. They pretty much made the score that they needed between the two of them. Hazelwood over the wicket to Cameron Green. Jags back at him. I think that must have been some back, because if not, I suppose he was possibly just outside of his off stump.
He had a shocking start to the tournament, didn't he?
Really
Big
did.
price tag on his head, the most expensive player.
The Cameron Green Appreciation Society. God save Mitchell Marsh's brand of all-round variety. We are the Cameron Green Preservation Society. His injuries cause all of us excessive anxiety.
Bit of a mixed bag over. We've had a boundary, we've had a single, we've had a couple of trees, and we've got now, I'd imagine that would just be a single, because Tim David just waits for the ball to bobble towards him. He's at deep backward point, and it will be a single to finish the over. It's 49 for 2. Ajinkya Rahane who was just out? Ajinkya Rahane was. Finn Allen. He was the first to go, wasn't he? Caught by Jitta Sharma, bowled Bhuvi Kumar, and then Rahane attempting a pull, top edged it. An age of hang time, as we youngsters like to call it, and Hazelwood had ample time to get underneath it. Messers.
Will says a bronchial bishop giving a fine eyelet.
That's right. Well, I need a good
You
claret.
clearly need a claret.
And some fine cheese.
More woodbines.
Well, half a dozen bottles of claret, actually. If it's
That
eyelet.
though always does remind me. That takes me back. I mean, there's so many famous things. How tragic, and wonderful career. Right, I'll start rambling on like an old fool a bit after this delivery from Rakesh, who's replaced
Good
Duffy
start.
and nips one back. Did he get an inside edge? No, he didn't. Cameron Green. That was a clever ball though by Razik. Just nipped back on him, didn't it, David?
Did a bit, but it was no sort of shot. It was this little dab thing from.
Yeah, it was a Cameron Green. It's
Green.
indecisive. It was very indecisive. It was neither one thing nor t'other. I'll wait till after this ball. Well, yes, 49 for 2. Razik Dar. Defended by Cameron Green, back to the bowler, so the score stays 49 for 2. Yes, my earliest days really of watching cricket on TV. Do you remember obviously you'll remember, David, the John Player League?
Yes.
Peter West used to introduce it, and John Arlott was one of the commentators.
Yeah.
And I always seem to think that Peter West would wait for the moment that John Arlott had either his mouthful of wine or a sandwich or a big slice of cake, and he'd hand over to John Arlott, who would cough like I have been. That one's driven away into the offside. They take singles down to Bethel at point. And Peter West would hand over to John Arlott, who'd then there'd be sort of a pregnant pause, a long, painful silence, and you'd just hear, "Thank you, Peter." And it was
Very good.
it was poor old John Arlott trying to gear himself up to swallow whatever was he was savouring at the time. 50's up. 50 for 2. 2 for Cameron Green off 5. He's not really got going. Raghavanchi's 11 off 7. And he is the man who has just clipped that nicely over square. The fielder on the square boundary is not going to get there. And it's going to be 4 more. Go for this one.
4, 4, 4. FOR.
Wasn't Freddie Truman part of the commentary team in those for that, as well as Peter West?
Yes.
Who was
Peter Walker, I seem to remember. Was
Paul,
also,
I was literally about to ask you, because he was actually Welsh, wasn't he? If I remember
Yes.
rightly, yeah, I think so. He was. He introduced it after Peter West. So as it, a few years on from Peter West initially, it was indeed Peter Walker. I'm trying to remember some of the Jim Laker. Jim Laker, of course, was one of the commentators. a very different style then. It wasn't a very early clipped, very English commentary, but it had a very different of its time feel to it, didn't it, David? I'm assuming you remember.
I'm thinking Ted Dexter. Could he have been on one of the
Yeah, I
two?
think you may be right. I've got a feeling
I think he
may
did.
be. 55 for 2. 55 for 2. 2 runs to Cameron Green. It is he who is on strike. Talizita, who is going to concede a run because, again, Green, who likes to do that, stepped well outside of his off stump, of his leg stump, steered it to off, but takes a single.
It'd be worth having a look back at some of those scores of 40 overs, because I bet 200 would have been a rarity.
He certainly will have been. Yeah, I mean, what do you reckon?
Well, it's interesting to
5
think
or
back
6
that
and over
they used
would
to
have
have to
been
bowl
good.
the 40 overs in 2 hours, didn't they? So a little different to today.
No. Brian Langford, 8 overs, 8 maidens, 0 for 0.
Yes.
Wow, that's something else.
I think we were looking up.
And they
the
could
other-
only bowl off 10 paces or something like
That's
that,
right.
couldn't they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they did have limited run-ups. You're right. I'd forgotten that refinement. Hazelwood's going to continue. He's not bowling off a limited run-up. He's taken a wicket. He got rid of the buccaneering Raghavanshi. With a Corton bowled, he's going to bowl his second over, and he's not Raghavanshi, no. That one's Fuller to his countryman Cameron Green. We've had Kiwi on Kiwi action. We've now got a bit of Oz on Oz action. That's just pushed for a single into the offside. The score goes on to 57 for 2. In fact, he had to hurry, but I think he would have been safely home. When does the throw come in? Yes, he was happily home. It was well run though.
Barong says you need some of his vodka.
Yeah, well, vodka or whatever else he's relaxing with. Unless it's a lady, in which case, obviously not. That one's defended into the onside. They'll take a single though. It's been interesting, hasn't it? It's been a mix of quite careful batting and every so often an explosive hit. But it's by no means been all-out attack, has it, David?
No, but they've got the run up with the rate. They're just over 9 and over, so they're doing
well,
okay.
that's true. So the power play's come and gone, hasn't it? Because
Yeah.
we've had 6 over. What were they at the end of the power play? We've had 2 this over. They were 50. They were 56. 56 for 2 then in the power play. Edge. There's no
where's the
slip.
Where is the slip?
Where is the slip? Is exactly what David says when he's in the lingerie department. But on that particular instance, it's gone flying away because there wasn't one, and it's 4 runs. And I'm with you, David.
I mean, Josh Hazelwood on this cricket where he's doing a bit. I mean, he's
100%.
already hit the edge a couple of times.
Pace and medium pace does seem to hold sway here more than spin. From what I can see.
It would have been a regulation catch, that.
Pace, I think, having by far the best bowling economy rate, and medium pace having the best average, from my rough memory. That's pushed into the onside. They take one. They will not come for 2, even though they did think about it. Thank you, Peter. 63 for 2 then. 9.45 the rate. Without those first 2, though, that would have looked all a bit different. They're the ones who have done most of the scoring. Cameron Green, as we've said, really hasn't got himself going yet.
He should have been back in the pavilion.
Well, yes. I mean, I understand that's Fuller. Raghavanshi can only defend it into the offside. Again, no run, just slightly backward at point. First dot ball of the over. 7 so far off the bat. 13 runs, but crucially a wicket for Josh Hazelwood. 63 for 2 is the score. And I've got one more ball before the bear can come and join us. David can take over commentating, and I can rest my weary.
You need some Benadryl or something like that, I think.
I thought I'd licked this cold and got rid of it, but it seems to be hanging on like a bastard. That's nudged really onto the onside behind square. They take a single, do they? Oh no, it's not the end of the over. It was a leg by. That would explain where it went. It was the end of the over. It's 64 for 2 after 7. David is going to take over on ball by ball. I'm going to take over Messrs' duties. So I'm metaphorically being passed the goose. And the bear, I can hear some rustling in the fridge. So I assume he's equipping himself with all the essential comestibles he needs to get himself through a commentary stint. I beg your pardon?
So we'll see Messrs a little bit later. And,
we will.
He's moving into
Do you want to give me that then?
position. And it's KKR 64 for 2 in this match against RCB. RCB winning the toss. KKR on a winning run, 4 matches. But RCB are the ones who are looking at the playoff position. Oh, it's Krunal Pandya who's coming on to bowl. Change of bowling. He's bowling to Raghuvanshi, and who pushes it out the offside for a single. And we welcome the bear.
Oh, all right, Dave. I'm a bit annoyed that it
but,
started late, but hey,
Yeah.
such is life. I thought it might be a little bit wetter and therefore a bit trickier for the batsman, but it seems to have got away at a fairly decent lick, eh?
Well, the whole ground was covered. The covers covered everything in this ground, not just the wicket.
Pandya really fires that in. Nothing slow about that. Fires it in, and Cameron Green walks a single. I hear you've been on the phone, Bear.
Yeah, I've been. It's really annoying. I've been trying. I bought a property at auction.
Wow.
And yesterday was the last day of the contract, but they managed to hold it over for a day, and I completed it today. But it was all very stressful for this week, basically.
Single there to Raghuvanshi.
But now I've got to do a whole load of bloody DIY, basically.
But you've got it in. You've put it in the bag then.
I got it in the bag, yeah.
Oh, well done.
It was a very good deal, so I'm very happy about that.
What part of town would that be?
It'd be Herne Bay,
Oh,
down in near Canterbury.
and there's a bouncer from Grunel Bande. I was saying he was firing it in, and this time he absolutely held that down. I don't know what Cameron Green's complaining about there.
It's got a long way to be. It's got a long way to be a wide against Cameron Green. Hasn't
Yeah,
it, really?
exactly. Pandya again, this time more conventional delivery, and Green finds the fielder extra cover, doesn't stop it. That's Patidar, the captain. Just get through for a single.
Let me quickly jingle Krunal, because I've been very remiss in my jingling.
If Krunal Pandya directed a Star Wars movie, would it be any good?
Krunal Pandya was the hero of RCB's last
He was.
victory, their last match.
Did he get
That's a
a
single
fourth,
up to mid-off to complete a very tidy over. 8 overs gone, 69 for 2. And I think Tony's moved into the socials.
I have indeed, yes. Invisible Bob. No, that's not the one. That's something different. Messrs has a rather large swan in the background, says Gabo, and there's then some discussion about the fact that it is in fact a goose, not a swan. Visiting seedy places with red lights ablaze is not allowed for foreigners in communist Laos, where I now live, says Farong. Well, all I said, lady, I didn't imply you'd gone out to buy one. You just may have had one of your own, Farong. I don't know.
Could be possible. You never know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's there a Mrs. for wrong?
Good question, but I don't. Well, I don't know. You better answer that, not me.
I'm sure you don't know, Tone.
Right, Bear, are you flipping or renting?
Renting, but I've got to do the work first.
Duffy bowls the Yorker. That's dug out by Raghuvanshi. But are they going to get a single? Yes. Kohli, a rare misfield from him. They go through for a single. Takes the score up to 70 for 2. We've lost Finn Allen for 18, Rahane for 19. And this RCB attack, You've got Duffy, you've got Hazelwood, you've got Bouvet Kumar.
That was a bit petulant from Virat.
It was, yeah. It was, clearly someone's told him how much screen time he's got and it's not up to his standards.
Duffy, Green goes for a big ugly shot there. Only just gets the bottom of the bat on it, and not batting like the most expensive player in the IPL. Goes through for a single.
Yeah, waste of money, really, I would say. But hey,
Who, Cameron Green?
yeah, that at that price, I'd say very much so.
Mm.
Do you know Raipur has one of the highest literacy rates in India?
Where
Close
is
to
it?
100%. Sort of central India, am I
Well,
right?
Bengaluru, yeah. Because Bengaluru is the.
But it's
tech
quite a long
capital,
way
isn't it?
from Bengaluru.
No, Hyderabad. Is it Hyderabad or Bengaluru that's tech capital?
That's driven nicely
India.
by Raghuvanshi. It's going to beat the inner field, and it's gone through for classy-looking boundary up to long off.
Which one's the one that occasionally gets us money, Bear?
You played it already.
Did I?
Number 8.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll play it again just in case.
And if you kids can't listen,
No, not that one. The other
the way you
folder.
get shot for crossing a boundary,
Oh, well, now you
crossing
tell
a boundary.
Well, you should fucking remember it. How many times you played it? In Mog's ones.
In Mog's one, number 8. This one.
Yeah.
4 on the floor.
Oh, yeah, I have played
and
it.
1 more fall than the 4.
There we go.
Despite evidence to the contrary, there's only been 1 4 in this over,
Yeah.
and that one is just chipped into backward point for no run.
Exactly.
I was just reading a story about somewhere in Utah, some company, and weirdly, the guy who's doing it was when an actor. Well, he's not an actor, but clearly, look, I saw his picture on it. He's in Marty Supreme. He's the bad guy in Marty Supreme.
This one is on the leg stump, and it's driven up by Raghuvanshi for a single. Carry on, Bear.
His company wants to open a data center for AI in Utah. And the footprint of this data center is twice the size of Manhattan. It's fucking insane.
He's got himself into the 30s only 3 times so far.
That's
Cameron
big data, all right there.
Isn't it just?
Green's on strike now.
Oof.
Well, has another wild swing at that. I mean, what is he playing at? Doesn't make contact. 9 overs gone. 76 for 2.
Right.
Raghuvanshi on 26, Green on 12.
Yep. Okay, here we go. Hi all, says Zippy Tuna.
Hi, Zippy.
Hi to the Zipster.
I need a little under a month to go till we get some test match cricket back.
Gabe Owen says, given the increased prices in the UK, are you guys increasing the Patreon membership charges? No, the last time we did that was a couple of years ago, I think.
I don't think we will. So please do become a patron, obviously.
We would rather get more patrons than put prices up for the wonderful patrons we have.
Exactly. And it must be said that our rent did go up. We had a yearly increase. 80 quid extra a month.
Oh, God. How much?
80 quid extra.
Lord above.
That includes service charge, which I think we pretty much got away with for 6 months last year as well. So, but we also had to pay electric, so it's over 1,100 quid a month.
No other half in tow for Farong, we are informed. Good old Utah, says Zippy Tuna. I believe the Salt Lake is also drying up.
Well, yes, and well, that was the other thing that was astonishing about this. It was going to use, it could potentially dry out the Salt Lake, obviously, which could create toxic dust storms in whatever the capital Utah city is, where the Mormons are, isn't it? Salt Lake City, actually, funnily enough. And the amount of energy it would use would be the same as the entire state's usage.
Wow. Oh, hello. Have we lost David?
I think he's still audible, but his picture
yes.
has gone off.
You all right, David?
Sadly, I am still audible. I just need to take a short break. If one of you wouldn't mind just taking over when they finish their timeout.
Bear, you can do
I
it.
don't mind doing that.
Because my voice is struggling here.
Are you still actually in the hospital, Dave, or are you at home?
That's a good question. Well, he's gone. I think he's had to make an emergency dash.
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't think one likes to play.
You are at home, okay.
Yeah, but it's painful.
Yes.
Oh, mate, you poor thing.
Have they given you some morphine? I'll ask him when he comes back.
Yeah.
We are still on a Seat time thing. I guess we could talk about the England squad, Tone?
Yeah, we've had a few chats about that. Sonny Baker.
Well,
It's a funny one for me, but they see something in him that we certainly didn't see in those ODIs where he got.
we didn't.
battered.
ODIs aren't really something to talk
You're
about,
right.
though, are
You're
they?
absolutely right.
How he is in a test match, I don't know. Josh Tongue, I like that he's back.
So do you mean
Rayan
Ollie
Ahmed
Robin-
is
do you mean
once
Ollie
again.
Robinson or Tongue?
Josh Tongue.
Oh well, yeah, but he's not really back because he was in.
Well, he was in.
Australia anyway.
No. But I mean, back in, i.e., it's a new thing. Crawley get dropped. Interesting. Who was the guy you said? That's it?
Emilio Gay.
Emilio Gay. You were talking. People were talking about him on a WhatsApp group not that long ago.
Yeah, he's high quality, and I think
Who's he
will
play
do
for?
Very well. Durham, and formerly of Northants, where he spent a number of years. A very fine fielder too, so England's fielding won't suffer at all. And then who's the other batsman added? Roux, one of the Roux brothers, isn't it?
James Roux.
James Roux.
Krunal Pandya tosses that one up.
Who, of course, batted, I think, very well.
No run.
Or was it his brother who batted well in the 18 and an under-19s?
I can't remember which one it was.
I think it was
one
his
of them.
brother, actually.
It was the ODIs, wasn't it? It was ODI, wasn't it? Or was it T20? It was ODI, wasn't it? That under-19 World Cup. That's cut out to the point boundary by Raghuvanshi, and he'll get himself a single. He moves 27 or 21 run rate. He's dropped at 8.25, not statically quick, but this ground does seem to have bigger boundaries, and it's not a particularly high scoring ground in IPL terms anyway. I like Ollie Robinson back in the side.
I do.
Considering, I mean, I'd almost forgotten about him last year, and then I was saying actually last time I was on, that's pulled out to cow corner. There's no run. I watched a video on YouTube of him bowling to village cricketers.
I saw that. Yeah.
And I completely forgotten about him, and I thought, maybe they could bring him back for a bit of quality, even though he's an annoying shit. That one is, they've pulled the boundaries in a long way though, haven't they? Down on one knee goes Raghuvanshi, and he slog sweeps that for 6 over square leg, and there is no run. So we're on game 50, what is this? 57? I think so. So that came out of 57, and we've had 1,078 sixes. So 10 sixes a game will make 570. 1140 marginally that's squared him up. It's gone up in the air, but of course
it's going to plop.
There's of course no one in the infield on the leg side inside the 30-yard circle. There is a long on, and it bounces on the edge of the third circle, and if anyone had been in the ring, they probably would have got across and caught that with ease. I mean, it did stick in the pitch and turn sharply, completely squared him up. It's a very ugly shot, but he's got away with it. That one is miss-hit down to long off. It's got to be out, but it's not. There is a man at long off who then misses it. Is that Kohli?
I think that was Virat.
Oh my God, Virat! What's going on? It is. He's got
look, he manages to laugh.
a right smile on his face.
Styles it out.
They still only get one run though. Turn off the over.
Right. Yes. Back we go. Oh gosh, there's loads of things going on. Right. Majorly from Invisible Bob. Invisible Bob says Bear can now cover everything now because he's an evil landlord. That's not necessarily true.
I'm not an evil landlord. I do a service.
Exactly. Quite right. No, Bear, says Farong. We have Test cricket, a mighty victory by Bangladesh yesterday, who are now 6th in the World Test Championship. There we go. Farong had also confirmed that there is no other half there with him. Would you be listening to us if there were? There's a question.
Well, that's true.
Women's ODI was rained off, so there's nothing to update you on that front. England and New Zealand didn't happen.
Rasik is coming into bowl, and so cutter first. It's under edge as Green came down the track to try and smear it into the leg. So I got under edge to a man on 45. Stopped halfway down the track, but they did get through for the single.
Invisible Bob, yes. Come on and do some summarising. Absolutely. I'll stay doing socials. And I'll have a think about what we do after, was it 13 overs that we do the next change, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
And I'll have a think. Hopefully David will return.
Hello, Will.
I'm just being a stand-in Dave.
Stand-in
Sorry,
Dave.
to Dave.
Uppercut over, well, It was supposed to go over the keeper, but it must have been a bit inside edgy because it's gone over near enough to man on the 45. But it will be 4 runs.
It will. I'm just trying to think which one to do. This one.
1, 2, 3, 4.
How we doing, peeps?
Good. Getting by.
Nice.
Right.
By the way, Bear, I don't think you're an evil landlord. I just think all landlords are evil.
Well, I know everyone does. They are mistaken. And I will tell you why.
Fair.
That's cut out the time point behind point for 4. I would tell you this about being a landlord and the English housing market.
Keep going. I'll just.
Yeah, is
This tinkle beneath you.
the problem
Probably
we
a pain in
have.
the arse.
Well, the problem all stems from Thatcher. And the
She
fact
sold
that
all the.
she sold all the council houses and we never built any more. Then you've
Yeah.
abrogated responsibility to private landlords, right? Now, it was fine to have a kind of a little bit of a shitter at landlords when interest rates were on the floor for God knows how many years. Although I will say, as a landlord in those times, as that's clipped out to deep mid-wicket and there's no run, whilst interest rates for you, I, anyone else who was buying even a buy-to-let as a person would be 2.5–3% on a fixed deal. If you were a company, there was still 4%, 3.5%, so they were more expensive. But the point is, you cannot expect to abrogate responsibility for housing to the rental market, to the private sector, and then expect those people to subsidise housing, because you won't have any housing. People will just sell their houses.
To mid-wicket,
It
whilst
was
Bear
one
does.
run out to deep mid-wicket.
House owning and renting economics for beginners.
Well, yeah, but it seems to me that everyone gets really upset with landlords, but a lot of them are private, and a lot of them don't have a lot of housing. Now, I can understand there are shitty landlords. I've had to evict 4 tenants. I had one tenant who moved in last year, who moved in October, didn't pay a fucking day's rent from the day he moved in to the day I evicted him.
I mean, that's shitty.
It is
but-
shitty, and it cut both ways.
Well,
And
speaking
it's
of
always,
cuts,
Yeah,
that was a
no,
cut,
like-
but it didn't go past the man on the 45 at third man.
How
So there was
how
no
many
run.
Both
cricket
ways.
shots can you get into your description of the property owning and renting business, do you think?
No,
you need a good third man.
Well,
you
the
do.
market's a two-pace pitch.
And I don't really have a problem with this rent to reform thing, but it won't work out how they want it to work out, because as we saw just before the last day, shed loads of Section 21s were issued the day before the deadline, because people aren't sure whether they're going to be able to get rid of a tenant. If I've got a house that I own and I can't get rid of someone in that property, why would I be a landlord?
Well, very
It's absurd.
interesting you should say that, Bear, because that is a question that somebody has asked. Bear, have you ever had the good fortune to evict a tenant? Said Gabe Owens. I
4.
hope you are kind to pets owners.
Well, I have a tenant in my flat down in Broadstairs in the basement who I went round the other week.
Oh my word.
Cameron Green has finally got something away. It's gone a long way up, but it's gone far enough back over the boundary. As you said, this is a very big playing surface, and they bought the boundary in about 25–30 yards from where the boundary should be.
Let's talk about 6. Let's talk about 6. Let's talk about 6.
I went down there, woke him up, walked in to check on the flat, and I believe I saw dog shit on the fucking carpet. That's what happens when you have tenants with dogs. That one's pulled down to long on, very hard by Cameron Green, and a shitty bit of fielding. Was that Tim May? David May. David May?
No, it was him. It's Tim
David. Tim David?
No, Tim David, yes. We get
I don't know. I've
confusing
got
me.
spots in front of my eyes. These lights have got in my eyes. I think I've got a migraine coming on. So if I lose my ability to speak, that'll be that.
Oh, great. And I've got a dodgy throat and I can barely talk.
It's
all going terribly well.
That's pulled out
Dave's
to
just
wide, long
bailed.
on for a single. Say again?
Dave's just bailed.
And Dave's...
Like,
has
he
bailed
just
as
put a
well.
thing in the chat.
Oh, has he bailed?
Yeah.
Well, he's got a very legitimate excuse.
Yeah, that's totally legit. Also, one of the few maladies I've never had. So
Kidney stones. I don't want one. I've heard they're
I
very
mean, I
painful.
don't. No. definitely not.
Right, well, I'll have to be creative about how I manage the thing here.
108 for 2 after 11.3.
Oh, well, David wasn't going to be on last anyway.
Okay, well that's cut out to point, and there is no run. I mean, he's he has actually left the chat now, isn't he?
So it's you, Messrs and Will after 13 overs.
So I'm commentating all the way through to 20 now.
But then no, you're not, because you are actually, because
I'm
David's
doing
not gonna
David. Yeah. That's swept. It's down the leg side. Should be a wide. It is a wide.
So when I'm off, I'll make myself useful by redoing a rotor that makes sense and still gets me away a little bit earlier if I can.
I don't know if that'll be possible.
Oh,
if Messi goes to bed, it'll only be 4 of us, won't there?
Yeah.
And in fact, it'll only be 3 of us if Messi goes to bed.
Last 3, Bear, Will and Ajit. There you go.
Ajit's around. That's
you see.
You've got me till the end. I ain't going anywhere.
Clipped into the leg
That's
side.
like a betrothal of eternal
love,
fidelity. You've got me till the end. The time, the match.
Pretty much. Time. I've been doing this for, I don't know, what is it, 15 years now? Hanging on your every word.
Oh, such a gentleman. That's 110 for 2, and the last ball of the over is pulled by Cameron Green down too long on for a single. Is he finally going to get, what's his highest score in his IPL? This is it? 28 of 22. 111 for 2 after 12, I believe. Over to you, Tony.
Yep, okay. David West, in your opinion, guys, how long can a class batsman like Joe Root keep going in the test match arena? That, is a really good question. I mean,
hopefully long enough to overtake Sachin.
Yeah. Well, if he keeps going at the rate he's
going, it'll be about 3 or 4 years, won't it?
Yeah, it's about 3 years, I think. So
I'd give him another 2-3 years.
He's 34 now. Isn't he? He'll be 35 this year. I think he can go to at least. Well, I mean, the thing is,
I think he could go to at least 38.
Yeah, I think he can go to 38. Gooch went till he was 40. I think batsmen with technique can go longer.
Joe Root's got magnificent technique.
Unlike Piggy, exactly. Piggy's just a hand-eye guy, isn't he? I mean, some people would say his technique's great, but I mean, if you look at it, it's got a lot of points. It's got a lot of points of failure.
Because you get to 37, 38, you don't know it until you're facing a 100-mile-an-hour cricket.
Well, exactly.
And then you realise your eyes just aren't.
Well, I mean,
what they were.
You think of Piggy in 2019 against England. You think of Piggy in the last Ashes, and it's a completely different batsman, wasn't it? That one's on the pads. And Cameron Green can clip that down to long leg for 4 runs.
I was at
at
Nets last Thursday, and someone said, "Oh, you bat like Piggy, but you just don't have the hand-eye coordination."
2 + 2 is all remember.
So you got all the fidgeting, but not the.
So you fidget a lot, wander around the crease, and don't hit it. Yeah? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, I just wander around and kind of go, oh, well, that's taken out all my stumps.
Yeah.
Right, I'm done then.
Oh,
that's going to be a wide outside the off stump.
Absolute stinker of a ball.
It's gone for 22 and 2.1 overs.
Wide.
Zippy Tuna says, my better half is indeed aware of my old man cricket show. Her words, not mine. There you go. We do have young women on sometimes, not just old men.
Yeah, we even have young men too. I mean, Will's not that
plenty
old, are you,
of
Will? Nana. It's got to be
He's
out,
bowled him,
isn't it?
He's bowled him.
Oh, has he bowled him?
Yeah, I think he's bowled him.
Okay.
Well, there you go. Cameron Green.
Actually,
got 150, and he's out for 32
in the 30s
or
again.
24.
Fourth time this IPL.
Well, 30 is the new 50 in T20, isn't it? 32 or 24. It's not the quickest though. 116 for 3.
Let's find you a suitable wicket jingle.
Oh yeah.
This one will do.
What, like 50's the new 30 in life?
I thought for a minute that they had some new fangled thing, and he'd actually got hit on the leg and was going to be LBW, where that white ball is on his back leg. I thought that was like a still of where it hit him.
Gabe says, while I like to listen to you guys, it's pointless to cover the IPL games. Can't wait for some real cricket coverage. Funny enough, I was literally using the time whilst we were watching Escape to Victory, waiting for this match to start. to start planning our summer schedule, which of course includes the 3 tests against New Zealand, and I was looking to see which of the women's T20s I could see if I could get crews for. There's only one of the England games that clashes with a day. I mean, they start at 6:30, but so I'm making no promises on the women's T20, but I'm certainly saying I'm going to do my best for England games and then the semi-final and finals for crews.
If you give me enough warning, I will come up to the studio and can probably run.
Well, yeah, most of them are 6:30 in the evening starts.
That's fine. I can crash at mates / on a park bench.
But worst case, you could have the sofa here, I suspect.
Yeah, that's true.
Although you can't let anyone know that really counts.
Although we've just have.
Yes.
No, but
that's driven up to mid-on for a single.
Was that the end of the 13th? Should I be off duty now? Right.
Well, should you? But who else is on?
It should be Messers,
Messers.
you and Will. Will's already here. Messers,
well, wait for
join us.
Messi to turn up, unless he might have fallen asleep, you know.
Oh, God.
Yeah. In which case, it's just us to the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it won't be me to the end, unfortunately.
That's driven. Not great timing. Up to long on.
Because we are being joined by the Agitmeister in his
Bear
armchair.
Bear and I did like half an ODI, just the two of us.
Yeah.
Like last summer or last winter or something.
Something like that, wasn't it?
Oh, no, it's not. Messi's not due on yet. He's
Okay.
probably sat there thinking, you idiots. There's 2 balls left yet.
Who's supposed to be on?
I was just thinking, you idiots.
Well, thank you. Funny
Funny
the
that,
voice, the
Messi.
disembodied voice. You, Messi, Will.
Ah, right, yeah, but we're only in the 13th over now.
Correct.
See, it's not until the end of this
Exactly.
over. And I still say you've got it wrong. It should be
No,
7-7 fucking
We've
6.
always done it that way.
No, we haven't.
Yes, we
No,
have.
we
Yes,
haven't.
we have.
It's driven out to the circle on the leg side. It's 1 run. No, the reason being you do the last 6 because that's where the excitement and it takes longer.
Well, kind of the same rationale. The middle overs are for a slightly longer, lesser period, and we give the longer period to the often the more established commentators. So there's a strategic reason that we can slip
That's very spurious.
people into those that are slightly shorter middle.
Guided by third man. Guided by the batsman, sorry, down to third man. For a single to end the over. So that is the end now. 13 done, 121 for 3. Rinku sings for 3 as he's just come in. And Messi is joining us.
Messi is going to join us. I'm going to love you and leave you. And I
That means I have
think
to
zippy
move over
moving.
there.
Zippy
Oh.
moving is when you and the goose can take over.
Thank you so much.
Gone.
How's things, Messi?
Not too bad. It's midnight. This is my last stint before getting my beauty sleep. So I'm going to miss out on seeing Virat do whatever Virat does again.
Yeah.
The sense of sort of this going on forever gets worse every week, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, this is game 50-7.
Yeah.
Insane. It's just, I don't know. Shouldn't be allowed.
It shouldn't be. It is rather absurd.
So you know how the IPL franchises now own all of the rest of the franchises?
But they're getting there.
I'm not
Well,
entirely.
they're getting there. Do they now buy the same players for all of their franchise?
Well, that is charged down by Rinku, but he misses it through the keeper, and it's now on it. It won't be a wide. That is the problem, isn't it? That sort of really could fuck up international cricket because you could essentially have players who are franchisee mercenaries and have to play in all these tournaments wherever they're obliged to play at by being on a year-round contract with.
It will be interesting though, because as long as they keep having auctions in the various major leagues, then they won't be able to do that.
True. That is true. That's smeared into the leg side out towards cow corner for a single by Rinku.
because MI have a franchise in pretty much every league now, don't they?
They've certainly got UK in the 100. They've got I don't know if they've got a CP Caribbean team, but they've got one in
I think
South
they've got
Africa.
an MLC one. Yeah.
They've got one in American one, and they've got one in South Africa. They've got one in England. The only other place that they probably really want one would be the Caribbean, but presumably that would be quite cheap for them, I thought.
Yeah.
That's heaved into the leg side by Ragamanchi, who gets himself another 4. He's moved on to 49 off 31. Pretty good going. Should give him a jingle.
It's Nissan She. It's Nissan She.
Just a short arm jab. Good timing. It's Duffy back in. Oh God, my eyes have gone.
Oh, have you got any triptans on you?
No, my migraines are weird. That's clipped into the leg side and there is no run. Generally what happens is I get light blindness followed by I can't read and I forget words. So
Yeah.
I can't read and then words don't make any sense. I forget people's names, I forget everything. It's like really confusing.
Yeah.
With a bit of luck that only lasts for 20 minutes, half an hour, and then I get a thumping headache. And then feel groggy for a couple of days. That's basically migraines for me.
Yeah, it's the 2-day hangover that's the killer.
Yeah, I never used to really feel it. I only started. They changed for me when I first had them when I was a kid. I mean, this is it. They've changed over time as my life has gone on. That's driven beautifully out through cover. That'll be another 4.
4 on the floor, and one more 4 than the 4 before. That's what 4s are for, to get funky on the dance floor.
When I was first diagnosed with migraines, I must have been about 5 or 6, and I was told it was chocolate and cheese, and they literally were blinding headaches. Blinding headaches behind one eye. Then I literally had them until I was probably about 7 or 8, and then I didn't have one. And then when I was my year out in Australia, actually. And I was doing encyclopedias door to door. I was doing a presentation to some bunch of people in a house, and literally, I couldn't read what was on the page, and I couldn't see, and it was really, really disconcerting. And then that's how migraines were for me for the next, until now, really. But it was only it took me a while to realise that's what migraines were. And then, strangely, about 4 years ago, I thought I was having a stroke, like a total numbness down the side of one side of my body. We phoned up 111 and they told me to go to the hospital. So I went to the hospital and said, "Oh, maybe I'm having it." But I didn't have any of the other things that go with a stroke, like the smile stuff or whatever they called it, fast or whatever it is. None of that. Just a kind of numbness and a bit weird in the head. And then after sitting in A&E for 2 hours, I had a thumping headache in one side of my head. And it turns out that can be a manifestation of a migraine, which is really weird. And I'd never had one of those before. So that was hit out to cover and there is no run. So they're very strange things, migraines.
Yeah, they're mental.
I don't get too many a year, I have to say. Probably 3, 4 maybe a year.
You lucky bastard.
Yeah, I am. In that respect, I'm lucky, and for me, they're not that bad. I mean, once you know what you're dealing with, but like now, I'm having to commentate, and I'm on the verge of not being able to speak. But hey, that's the end of the over, and there is no run. So I start talking absolute nonsense and gobbledygook, and can't remember your names.
I'll take over,
it'll all be good, yeah.
and it will be worse.
Around the wicket. Straight into another over, Messi, sorry. Clipped into the leg side for a single. No, they come back for 2 this time. Rinku is not, I don't think he's cleanly hit one yet. This time he gets 2 runs though, retains the strike.
Farang says the IPL 27 will have 94 matches.
Oh, fuck off.
Jesus.
God.
Really? They're adding some more teams or something? Adding another 2 teams?
Maybe. Crazy.
Christ. 94 games. But That's.
I reckon we should just take away their window, and take away their players, and make them play proper cricket.
Absolutely, that's clipped out into the deep end as well. Well, someone's got at some point. Someone is going to go, nah, you can't have my players, because that's nearly 3 months. I mean, if you had a game a day, that'd be 3 months. I mean, they will have double headers. Obviously, they'll have to, because people are going to get, especially internationals, are going to get pissed off. That one is driven beautifully by Raghavanshi. Over wide, long off. He's got 6 runs. Ooh, I missed out the fact that he got to his 50, so I'll give him.
You lift me with your 50.
He has batted well. 141 for 3 after 15. They're on for a big score here, reasonably.
Yeah,
Close to 200 or around there or thereabouts.
They'd be looking for more than 200, I reckon.
You'd have thought so, wouldn't you? Yeah, there's 7 wickets left in the hutch. Driven out to cover, and there is no run. That over went for 10. Over to you, Messi.
So game owner says Sumatrapatan for your migraines, or DMT works too.
DMT, yeah, that'll be entertaining on air.
Leah says they're doing a true double round robin next year. This year the schedule was unbalanced. They only play half the sides twice in the group stage. So it's not more teams, but they're just playing everybody twice next year.
Well, that does make sense. I mean, it is a bit unbalanced if you only play some teams once.
Yeah. But you can survive. That happens in the AFL every year.
Well, yeah, I know, but especially if, you know, the team you don't play twice and you're struggling is one of the top teams. Or equally, if you're a top team, one of the easy wins at the bottom of the table, you don't get to play a second time because you don't get to play them twice. So it makes more sense to have true double headers. But I mean, how many? That's even if they have a few more extra double headers, that's going to add another 2 weeks to it. That means going from pretty much goes to leg side. Rinku trying to smear it into the offside. And he misses it through to the keeper, and there is no run. I mean, that's potentially at the end of March, the last week of March, April, May, and half of June taken out by the IPL.
That's
a
basically
lot.
The entire English summer.
Yeah, well, it virtually is. It's certainly the first half of the English summer, isn't it? Pretty much. I mean, they
may play more double headers though. They may not
They'll
actually extend
have
the
to,
window.
surely.
Yeah.
I mean. Exactly that. I mean, international sides and players. Well, there's an appeal for caught behind. Hazelwood back into the attack, by the way. But nothing giving from the umpire.
And then there's a month out for the fucking 100.
Yeah.
When are you going to play Test cricket?
Well, they're going to review that. Interesting. Did they review it in time? I thought the time would run out. No, it hadn't. So the keeper is convinced that the attempted ram by Rinku Singh must have glided off the face and into his hands.
Yeah. Looks like he was the only one that was really, really convinced, though.
Very much so. Miles away from it, isn't it? Absolutely nowhere near it.
Unless
it's the inside edge. It's nowhere near his gloves. It's nowhere near his bat. No.
That's the worst call I've seen in like a while.
Well, worst review.
Yeah.
Well, not a bad call by the umpire, I would suggest.
No, perfect call.
Waste of a review.
Yeah. But, 2 reviews in 20 overs is too many anyhow. It should only be one.
It should only be one, yeah, it's true. Goes to leg, slaps it out through the covers. Tim David is on the cover boundary. He'll field it. It's a single. Punjab Kings have fallen off a cliff, haven't they? Four losses in a row.
Certainly have, yeah.
Wrong time to lose form. Wrong end of the season.
Yeah, well, it's happened so often before, hasn't it? Start with the charge and just fall in a hole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it has. It's like everyone figures your style and then combats it, and that's it. Hazelwood in. Cut. Ooh, aerially. Must have been wide of the man at backward point. Fine of the man at third man. It is quite square, but still it races away to the boundary, and it is 4 runs.
4, 4, 4. F-O-R.
I suppose that happens with all sport, doesn't it? It's why it's sort of secular. Because you sort of work something out and then you kind of go back to it, and then sort of the people in charge go, oh, it's revolutionary tactics. And it's like, nah, they were doing this.
No, they just recycled it in a slightly different way to what was happening before. This time, Ragavanchi guides it down to third man, not the pace on it, the previous one. And this time it is only a single. So GT at top of the table, 16 points. And RCB could go top of the table if they win today. CSK on 12. And just outside of the thing. KKR, they've only played 10 games. So if they were to win 2 in a row, get themselves level with everyone else, they'll be on 14. So they're still in with a shout. That's a good shot by Rinku Singh. Gets inside that, quick hands, flicks it over what would be fine leg, and gets himself a maximum.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6.
And we're going to have a timeout. One of the things that's really annoying in a game that started an hour and a quarter late. Over to you, Messi.
Hey guys, says Rowan Daly. I haven't quite worked out which, if any, teams you support in the IPL. So what are your teams? I got to tell you that my team varies from year to year depending on who's playing for it. I don't really care, but I get interested. You know, if Cummins is playing, a couple of players I'll watch, but I don't have any allegiance to any particular team at all.
Yeah, me neither.
You guys?
Yeah, same.
I don't know who's playing in each team every year, but when we watch it, I generally go, "Oh, I like that team because they've got X, Y, and Z in it." And generally, I follow, and generally I'll follow the English players that I like, and kind of half support those teams. But I don't really care.
Yeah, I've definitely done that this year. Like, I've basically just gone, "Oh, Joss is playing for Gujarat, so
they'll
go with that."
do, yeah, exactly.
And
I like to see. I mean, I must admit, I do like to see the team. I don't mind watching the games when they've got big international stars that I know who are playing.
And like every so often, you see some kid kind of come through, and you go, "Holy shit! Where have you been hiding? You're a genius."
Suryavanshi this year, isn't it? I mean, that kid
definitely.
is mad. Although, as we all state, he ain't fucking... How old is he supposed to be?
He's not 15.
15, no, never.
Like, fucking hell.
He's at least, I'd say, 19 or 20.
Didn't Aninda say he knows for a fact he's 19?
Yeah, apparently there's a lot of this stuff goes on because I presume it's quite very competitive, and you may get born in the sticks. And I mean, like my wife, she's Kenyan. Her parents, they don't really know when people were actually born. You know, you were born in the. I mean, now they do because there's proper records, but even 30, 40 years ago, it was like, well, you know.
Hey, my granddad didn't have a passport or a birth certificate or anything, and we only have his word for the fact that he was born in Ireland.
We have a super chat from the porn bot.
Yeah.
Hey. $2 dollars he sent us. Will is channeling his inner David Icke.
David Icke.
Right, David Icke. Yes.
What were you saying? That was channeling David Icke. David Icke was the man who believed that.
Yeah, I haven't been saying anything that nutty.
Much like V, that the world was basically run by lizards. If you've ever watched V in the was it 80s or 90s? It's a classic series.
Late 80s, was it?
Yeah, I think so. The original.
So Clifford Bradford says, hello from Connecticut, USA. So for IPL, only play one game per day? Not entirely. They played double headers on some of the weekends, particularly
Yeah, that's driven straight back down the ground by Raghavanshi, only for a single to long on now. David Icke was an absolute nutcase. But the weird thing was he used to be a stalwart BBC commentator, wasn't he? And sports presenter.
He was like a really solid keeper for about 25 years or something, wasn't he? Didn't he start really young?
A professional goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Hereford, okay, yeah. But then he was on the BBC for ages, and he was, a pretty standard, sports commentator and presenter on BBC shows. And then he just went completely booley. Started talking about aliens and lizards running the world. That one is cut over the top of third man. No, short third man, and it will run down to the boundary for 4 runs. 1, 2, 3, 4.
There's a great clip of him on grandstand towards the end of that, and he was just getting into all the alien bollocks.
Clipped into the leg side. Was he a coke fiend as well? I can't remember.
Yeah.
And that's the single.
And they kind of had to cut him off because he was going completely batshit Looney Tunes, and it's great.
Clip Skies says RCB is the best simply on their own merit.
Well, I guess if you like Kohli, you like the RCBs. And it follows Rinku, tries to make room outside his leg stump, and they're going to go back for 2 again. That's good running. It's just knocked it down sort of deep square leg with not a lot of pace on it. But they get back for 2. Booby back on. He's only gone for 21, I think, off of his 3rd over.
I liked Rajasthan when Joss was there, Joff was there. I think Mark Wood had a season there as well. That was quite fun.
Yeah, he didn't play a lot, if I remember rightly, when Mark Wood was out there, though.
No.
That's into the pads of Rinku. Can I jab it down to mid on, but long on's out, so they get back for 2. And who was the left armour who was bald guy who had problems with his spine for a season? He was like England's premier go-to bowler. Slingy left arm over, I think. Mixed race. Was he mixed race?
Timor Mills.
Yes.
He's cracking. He's still sort of trotting along at Sussex, I think.
Oh right, okay.
And does a lot of the franchise stuff, but more kind of
not the IPL.
Yeah.
No.
That one is clipped up to long on for a single. He had another brief encounter with England, didn't he? About 2 or 3 years ago, they brought him back.
Yeah, he was pretty decent in the kind of. They tried to bring him in when CJ kind of dropped off. They tried to bring him in as another death bowler.
Yes.
But no one was ever nowhere near as good as Chris Jordan with the death bowling.
I presume Chris Jordan's still knocking about, isn't he, in leagues as well?
He's still doing franchise stuff.
In the BBL, I think.
He was quality. He's probably still pretty
quality.
Fit, knowing him. That was the end of the over. What were we, 165 for 3 after 17. 3 overs to go. Over to you, Messi.
Leah says Mark Singer and Robert England were in that one. Ryan Daly says GT is the team to beat, to be fair. Peaked at the right time. Been playing consistent cricket with a balanced bowling attack and solid lineup. Zippy Tuna says the world isn't run by lizards. That might be preferable right now.
True.
And Leah says he also talked about being a reincarnation of Jesus. Fucking hell.
Oh yeah. He went proper.
He went proper loopy.
Mental.
Yeah, well, he was probably thought he could run for president of the UK. Clifford Bradford says, kind of crazy that a country of 1 billion odd people with a ton of megacities only has 10 teams. Well, I mean, they've got hundreds of teams in different leagues.
But the IPL, it's the IPL. That's clipped out to the leg side and there is no one. Yeah, they could probably have another 5 teams, and maybe they should only have one match against everybody. I mean, they've got to find a way. I mean, they might want it longer, but I don't think the rest of the world can put up with a fucking 3-month IPL. I think we'll all go mental. And then what would happen? Maybe you go back to having battles between players and national selectors, except the national boards. That one is slammed straight back down the ground, past the bowler, like a tracer bullet. So that's what we'll play.
That went like a tracer bullet.
Yeah, you go back to having a problem you had when KP first started playing it, with national boards going, well, you can't go and play for 3 months in India because we need you to play here.
I think,
the IPL teams don't seem to want to let people off, do they, for national service anymore? That one's outside the off stump, an attempted reverse pick-up by Raghavanshi, but he missed it. It's through to the keeper, and there's a dot ball.
Well, I think in 10 years from now, people will only play white ball or red ball cricket most of the time.
Yeah. How early do you reckon they're going to make that choice though? Because there have been people.
More and more are going to go for white ball because that's where the money is.
Well, yeah, people will follow the money. But then, if Test cricket is still around in those times, it's still going to be the premier form of cricket, isn't it? That's dug out, very full ball, but dug out by Raghavanshi, driven up to long off, where it's fielded by Virat, and there is only one run.
I think it's interesting because Tom Banton and Will Smead just signed white ball contracts for Somerset when they were about 17, and they have both in the last year kind of completely backtracked on that and really trying to get into the red ball side. And I don't know how much that's going to happen, because
it depends if you want to. Well, this is it. I mean, if you lose form or things like that, you might want to play red ball cricket to be able to bat long enough to be able to get some form back. And that one is driven out to the cover boundary and it'll be a single, because that's what happens if you have 3 or 4 or 5 overs or a bad tournament where you might bat in every game, but you get 7 ducks or 7 low scores. You've probably faced only maybe 60, 70 balls in an entire tournament. And you're basically going to get out of form pretty quickly, and you can't really get yourself into form in T20. It's very hit or miss the way it's played these days. Attempted to drive down the ground by Raghavanshi, doesn't get anything on it. It goes back to the bowler and there is no run. Rasikh finishes his spell with 1 for 35 off his 4. It's not bad figures for a T20 these days. 172 for 3 after 18. Messi.
To Malcolm can't bowl more than 4 overs a night because of his back, says Leah. And she points out their domestic competitions have 38 teams in India. Jay's with us. Hey, fucking hell.
Hey.
Cricket has broken up. Reader, I fell asleep. My man fancies Tamal Mills. He seems a nice chap, he says. Apparently.
Yeah, I met him once at a T20.
And Leah says apparently he plays for Pretoria Capitals this year. Clifford Bradford says in Major League Baseball each team plays 4 to 6 games a week. IPL schedule is way too drawn out. Yeah, but they have much bigger rosters in the NBL, don't they? And
they have pretty fucking big rosters in the IPL, to be fair. They got like 26, 27 players per roster.
Yes, exactly.
That's through to the keeper and there is no run.
And they'll play 2 games in a day sometimes, won't they? I mean,
no. I mean, in the IPL, the rosters are, sometimes 26, 28 players.
Yeah, but they haven't got the quality. I mean, they'll probably only draw on 16 or 17 of them.
Yeah, that may be true, but they may be forced to. That's a good shot from Rinku. It's up on his pads on the leg side from Josh Hazlewood, and he clips it off those, flying down to the boundary for a run.
2 + 2 is on man. 2 + 2 is on man.
and I'm no baseball expert or anything, but don't kind of most baseball fans consider like about 2/3 of the season completely pointless?
I have no idea. I know
And
not
then it gets
not
to
enough
a-
about
like-
baseball at all.
Like I sort of heard, that's the thing. I don't know enough about it, but like I heard that there's a point at which it becomes interesting, but it's like the last month or something.
Okay. Driven hard by Rinku Singh, square on the offside. It bounces just before the man out there is Jacob Bethel, who has to dive to his left. Oh my God, has he got a little fucking thin, whispery, twatty tash on his top lip?
Oh dear.
He's looking that way. Oh, Jacob.
I mean, he's only about 12. That's your standard kind of. Oh look, hair, and therefore I must keep it.
Oh dear.
It's-
Yeah, not a good idea.
No.
Hazelwood,
Definitely not.
fourth ball of the over. Full toss. Ooh, miss hit into the leg side. Not particularly well timed. Deep mid wicket comes in. It's Tim David, and it'll be 1 run.
It's the frosted tips that I can't deal with.
Yeah.
I mean, that was bad. In
Leo
the
points out. Yeah, Leo points out MLB teams play 162 games in the regular season before the playoffs.
Bloody hell.
Oh yeah, okay. So the regular season apparently people don't care about, and then the playoffs happen and people get into it again. Apparently, I don't know.
That's a lot of games.
It's a hell of a lot of games. So when they do double headers, do they just have two completely different teams?
Well, don't teams play at home and they play 2 games at the same ground? Don't they? They generally play a sort of double
Series.
header where they play the same game. I don't know if it's in the same day
Yeah.
or day after day.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
that's an under edge that's gone to short third man. It'll be a single only. Might be the end of the- is that the end of the over? No, there should be 1 ball to come. Yeah, there is. We might not get to 200 here. What have we got? We've got 7 balls left.
Yeah, they'd have to.
Zippy says test baseball would be funny. A 5-day game with 27 innings every day.
Oh my God.
Sounds horrific.
And he says, yes, they say every team wins and loses 60 games, and whatever you do in the rest is what matters.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
Clipped out to deep square leg, last ball of the over by Rinku Singh. He'll get himself a couple of runs, moves on to 41 of 25, which is not too bad. Ragam Vanchi is 69 of 44. The score is 182 for 3 with 1 over to go. The run rate is 9.58. Will they get to 200? They need a big over to finish to do it. Over to you, Messi. If there's
Clifford
anything
Bradford
left.
says, so how many games do IPL teams play over? How many months? They play 14 games before the finals, over 2 months, so it's not exactly the same. And then they play a maximum of 3 games in the finals.
Yeah.
Leah says she thought we were joking about the number of baseball games.
No, it's an incredibly weird sport in that respect.
Yeah.
That's chunked out to backward point by Ragavanchi, get himself a single.
So do they do what American football teams do and just put out a completely fresh squad for like different bits of it?
They have like 3, 4, 5 pitchers, don't they? And they choose one for the day. And I think
Yeah.
everyone bats anyway. And literally, you've got to try and slug the ball out of the ground.
Well,
so-
generally speaking, you'll have at least 2, maybe 3 pitchers in the same match. They'll wear themselves out. We got a super chat from the Paul bot who sends us $5. It says Will dresses in purple and resides in outer space. I tell you, he is David Icke.
Rinku Singh has caught hold of that one. He's planted it over deep cow. It's going to be 6 runs. A big shot. And that's what they need if they want to get to 200. 4 balls left, 11 runs required to get to 200. Will this be a bear game? Will RCB be able to chase that down? Sorry,
yes, they
KKR,
will.
not RCB.
Yeah, no, RCB.
RCB, yeah.
CP makes the point. The great thing about being a baseball fan is there are basically games every day for 6 months.
Yeah, see, that's a
must
long
be fun.
season as well, isn't it? It's on now, though, isn't it? The baseball season is now.
Yep.
That one is played out to deep cover. It'll be a single. It's basically the off-season. The NBA's on it, sort of crosses over with that as well, doesn't it? But the NFL is basically what, September through to January. Then it's baseball and NBA in America.
And hockey.
Yeah, hockey. I presume that's over winter, isn't it? A hockey season. Clipped out to long leg. Rinku wants a second, but it's not there.
Yeah, Gabe agrees. He says MLB is boring until the season's end. Likely the IPL will head in the same direction. I think you might be right, actually.
I think it already has.
Yeah.
And Zippy says players will play in both games. Catchers won't catch in both games because it's too much physically, and usually pitchers will only pitch in one in the doubleheader.
Okay.
But the double header is on the same day, isn't it? It's like having a game in the morning and then a game in the afternoon, or a game in the afternoon and a game in the evening.
Yeah.
That one is driven up to long on by Raghavanshi. Gets himself a single.
Yeah, so to clarify for you, Clifford, when I was talking about double headers in the IPL, I mean when there are two games in the same day, they don't involve the same teams. Every team will have at least one day, usually 2 or 3 days between games.
Which is a bit daft. It's only 20 fucking overs. And a bowler only has to bowl 4. I mean, they play test matches and bowl 17 overs a day for 2 days on the trot. You know? It's like they really should be able to play. I know it's hot in India and it's a hot time of year, but you really should be able to play, you should really be able to play double headers, actually, if you think about it in the IPL. That one's clipped up to long on. There will be a run out. I'm pretty certain Rinku has got to go. Raghavanchi's got to go. They went for come back for 2. My God, an umpire's actually giving it out on the field on a run out without having to refer it upstairs. I think the umpire, the batsman really gave himself out, to be fair.
Yeah, I think he was already walking.
Rinku hit it up to long on. It was going to be a very tight 2, and the fielder was in very quickly. Thrown into the bowler, and he's a good yard, so short. So
I reckon they're about 30 runs short too.
You reckon? 190 is always a pretty good one. No, let's not have that one.
20, 30, 40.
I don't know what I'm playing now. I meant to play this.
Super chat game, super chat game, super chat game, super chat game.
Yeah, Jay Graver has sent us 10 English pounds that are still worth a bit. He says, reminds me of the Sean Hughes joke about rubbing newspaper on your face to look a lot older. I walked up to buy a pint and the bartender said, Jesus, John Lennon's dead. I like that. Yeah. So there's lots of chat about MLB, about baseball going on. But as Clifford Bradley says, so IPL teams take only about 1 game every 4 days. For fuck's sake, that's a chill schedule. It is.
Really is.
And Leah says, fun fact, MLB players are on average the most overweight professional athletes. Clifford says they usually play 3 games on successive days between 2 teams, and then there's a travel day and then into the next.
Wow.
It must be pretty exhausting.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess you pay to get shitloads of money to do that, though, don't you? And if you're a batter, you just got to swing the bat a lot. I guess it's hard.
Well, you're in the field as well.
Yeah.
Batters do field.
Yeah, they're not running around, though, is there? I mean, generally it tends to be catches in the
Not a
outfield.
lot, no.
Yeah, or it's
that's
hit
true.
straight at you, and you've got that fucking big mitt on your hand.
It's not real catching, is it?
No. You have a
It
fucking
requires
God,
absolutely no skill.
You've got
It's
a glove
just,
on.
That's actually not true. I mean, it's easy to say, but it's not true. There is a lot of skill involved, and there's a lot of finesse in baseball that I think it's easy to overlook because you don't follow it. But there is a lot to it. There really is.
Oh, I know, but it's more fun to assume that there isn't.
Yeah.
Definitely
Okay.
funnier.
What the
Well,
fuck
I'm
is
off to
going on
bed.
here? Is that the actual
It's-
end? Or was that the actual end of the innings?
Yeah.
Because they seem to be
I
milling
think
around
that's
there.
the end.
Okay, that was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
end.
And go to bed. That's what's going on. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm fucked.
Okay. Good night, Messi.
Okay.
Sleep well.
So
See
the
you
innings
guys.
ends.
See you next week.
KKR got to 192 for 4 in their 20 overs, which is not too bad, I don't think. Interesting. It's going to be, it's a pretty hefty chase. 20 overs. What, 8 and over? No, 9 and over. 9 and a bit and over. So, could be interesting.
I mean, it's doable. Very doable. With the run chases that have been recently.
True. You'd have to say that is a possibility. Well, we should go and have a break.
You need to get you some.
Well, I haven't got anything here to take anything on, so I'm just going to wear it out. Warren Davis sends us $5. Thank you very much, Warren. He says, I see you 162 MLB games and raise you 82 NHL games. And that's ice hockey, which is
that's brutal.
It is quite brutal, and very quick, and I would never be any good at it. But again, a sport I haven't really ever got into.
I mean, I have neither skills required. I can't skate, and I can't do hockey. So
There you go. Right, we're going to have a little switcheroo and a little break, and we'll be back probably in about 5 or 10 minutes for the second half of this game. Until then, we shall see you later and put on a little podcast.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit. Who else we got there? Onikar Tamale, presumably he's a local, I haven't heard of him. Una Cat. Una Cat can be okay. But I mean, looking at that bowling, it doesn't have too many great options, does it?
Yeah, so both Unadkat and Harsh Dubey have come from the Ranji Trophy setup. Like, both are amazing in the red ball setup, but now they've been inducted into the white ball family.
Oh, there you go. Well, let's look at the Knight Riders. Again, I mean, you've got Rahane. Rahane kind of fell away from the India picture because he didn't score fast enough, but he managed 67, didn't he, against Mumbai. You've then got Finn Allen, who clobbered massive runs against South Africa. Cameron Green, but who's playing as a specialist batsman. Angarish Raghavanshi, Rinku Singh,
he was a specialist subfielder, wasn't he, in the latter stages of the World T20?
So, the Knight Riders must have thought 220 for 4. That speaks of plenty of punch. But again, the bowling unit couldn't really defend it, could they? They nearly did, but not quite, as I recall.
Yeah. So they've been hit very hard by injuries because they had a lovely operator in Mustafizur Rahman, but because of the strained relations between India and Bangladesh, he has been deemed ineligible to participate. And the replacement who came in was Blessing Muzarabani from Zimbabwe, who obviously has international experience behind him, but he's not played too much in India. And that quite of reflected when Rickelton and Rohit Sharma went after him in that game against MI.
Yeah,
see, I thought
he got phenomenal figures in the World Cup.
I was going to say, I thought he bowled well in the World Cup, but maybe he played most of his games in Sri Lanka, which was completely different playing conditions to.
We got 4 for 17, remember, against Australia, but I can't remember where he did that. I thought that was in India.
No, I think that was in Australia. I think that was in Sri Lanka. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, well, he got Inglis, Tim David, Remshaw and Zampa, and absolutely blew Australia away. So we'll always love him for that.
Obviously.
But yes, he might have some learning to do. So, Arian, strong batting, questionable bowling, probably suggest runs. Where's your money? which way are you leaning for the Thursday Night Riders against Sunrisers game?
So I think as depending on the curator statement, Sujan Mukherjee, who prepares the pitch at the Eden Gardens, he has said that he's going to stick to his guns and prepare a fast sporting wicket. So I think that is going to play right into the hands of the top order, as you say, the holy trinity of Travis Head, Abhishek Sharma and Ishan Kishan, and they are going to score a lot of runs. And because the KKR pace attack is already wet behind the ears and quite under pressure, so I'm going to bet on SRH to come up winning.
Okay.
Well, there it is. You heard it from our man, Arian.
We'll keep a score as the IPL goes on.
Well,
won't we?
don't you worry. I intend to do that. Well, there's two things we'll be keeping score on. The next one, that's the first one, Arian's predictions. Is he going to be accurate all through the IPL? Is he going to be like, who was the octopus that predicted the World Cup results?
I can't remember.
Paul.
Oh, you remember him? Well done.
Yeah.
You don't know who Tommy Cooper is, but you remembered the octopus, Paul.
Yeah, like my footballing knowledge is quite elementary, but I got that
I
one.
love it. Right, here's a feature then. If you follow us, you will know we have a thing called the GPL, the Guerrilla Prediction League. It's all about guessing the number of runs that are going to be scored in the day. How long do people have, Bear?
45 minutes for a T20.
First 45 minutes in a T20, guerrillacricket.com/competition, or just go to our website and go to competitions. You'll find it dead easily. It's £1 per estimate. I won't say guess because it's not. You've got to apply some skill. If you get it on the nose, you win the pot, and the pot just keeps getting bigger. So if no one gets it, it rolls over to the next game, and so on and so on and so on. So there's plenty of money to be won, and all you've got to do, and you can have as many goes as you like, to guess how many runs are going to be scored in the game in total, i.e. the aggregate score together of both sides. So to help you out with joining or entering the GPL Guerrilla Prediction League, we're going to have every week GPL Gazing.
GPL Gazing.
GPL Gazing.
GPL Gazing.
So, Eden Gardens. Arian's already talked to us a little bit about the curator sporting pitches, expecting the top order to score heavy runs for both sides. Would be true of their first couple of games as well. There's been 102 matches at IPL games, although a couple were no results. Last year in the IPL, 7 games in all, KKR the home side in each case. 1 abandoned, KKR, the Night Riders, 1-2, lost 4, so their home form wasn't.
Right, we're back. And the RCBs have got to chase down 193. So we shall see. The impact sub has been used. Saurabh Dubey is going to take the place of Finn Allen for KKR. And presumably RCB will bring in someone. I have no idea. We will see. Who is opening? What, Duffy with the bat? Duffy's already bowled. He was
Duffy's
bowling.
out. He's gone.
Right. Sorry.
Duffy out.
Bethel and Kohli.
Bethel and Kohli. Okay.
Jacob Bethel's born in Barbados, now he plays for the English team. They say that he is an all-rounder, but that remains to be seen.
The Indian says signals that they'll knock us on her arse.
First ball. Jacob Bethel fences at it outside his off stump, and there is no run.
And they've got a talking lead. We don't mind the challenge, it's a beat we don't need. He lets loose all his shots when the bowlers are fatigued. And we wait to find the match is dead, and our doom is for rat. And Davey Warner rides around and says, Kohli's the cat, Kohli's the cat.
And bowling is
Generic IPL guy.
IPL
guy.
no, it's not Shivam
Oh, no,
Dubey.
Shivam Dubey, is it?
No, it's Saurabh Dubey.
Saurabh Dubey.
We don't have a jingle for.
Dubey, one of the Warwickshire Dubeys.
Yes, and that's driven out to point, and there is no run. Not particularly quick, 134 clicks.
But he's the
Oh,
impact
look,
side, isn't
Ajit's here. Do you want to go and let him in?
he? Oh God.
Oh, lush. I'll shoot off then.
All right.
Okay.
We'll see. Well, we'll see in a bit. Will.
We'll
Well, I'll
see
see
you in a
you
bit,
in
Will.
like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Bye.
Usually the power play goes quite quick. Yeah, so Bethel, who is facing up with his terrible little tash. Oh, he's fenced another one outside his off stump. And that will go through to the keeper, and there is no run. All right, Ajit.
Hello all. How's everyone doing?
We're okay. A delayed IPL game. What could be better, eh?
As long as it's not a bear game.
Well, you get a funny feeling it might be. 192. They've clearly brought in the boundaries a bloody long way at this ground. There's a lot of space behind the fence.
All right, go on.
There's an appeal for caught behind. No, not given out, and it's be another dot ball.
He's walking at the bowler. That's an interesting thought process to try and probably negate any swing early on.
Well, yeah, it doesn't seem to be a lot of swing. It was quite damp earlier. One presumes there's still a bit of that in the air. I don't know what temperature's like there at the moment, but I presume it's pretty warm. And therefore it might be quite humid.
The other thing I see on this ground, maybe a total of 180 plus, with or without due right, will be challenging. So RCB are in it as well, a little bit of a tough thing. And this guy's debuting, right? Fantastic start over.
Yeah, that's cut Bethel in half really, but it's hit his top thigh. And gone out onto the offside. They've got a leg bye for that one. They'll get themselves off the mark, one presumes.
Yeah, it's a leg bye, but they're off. It's the 5th ball of the first over. And look, he's a Vidarbha fast bowler. And he's picked as an injury replacement because they lost a couple of their bowlers. And he's really started well. And that was not too far from the crown jewels,
yes,
as one says. Yes. But nonetheless, here comes the man of the moment. Somebody who's will probably look to avoid a hat-trick of ducks. A certain...
but the last one was a first baller too, wasn't it?
Yes, fair enough. Do you want to jingle
two in a row, apparently, I hear. And,
yes, exactly.
This one, he got himself off the mark. It's not another duck. Virat has clipped that out to mid-wicket. He's done a little arm pump, like, yes, I've got myself off the mark. Well done, Virat. And he gets himself off the mark indeed with a single. 2 for none after 1. Over to you.
Certainly. Clips guy. Yes, I remember partying with some hockey players during COVID. They beat the hell out of each other for fun. Oh yeah, discussion about NHL. Quite a bit of National Hockey League stuff.
Of course, Kash Patel, the head of the FBI, went partying with the USA hockey team, didn't he?
Clifford Bradford says, so IPL is increasing the number of games next year to how many teams per team? Isn't there 2 extra franchises next year?
No, I think someone was saying earlier is they're actually going to play true home and away games, so every team will actually...
As opposed to selected ones.
Yeah.
18 games.
18, yeah.
That's a bit too much.
Fantastic.
Well, it's going to be a very long
2.5 months, 3 months we forget then?
Yeah, it will be about 3 months, won't it? Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Dear God.
Kohli is facing up to Vaibhav. He clips that nicely.
Oh, wow.
That's a very nice shot. That's very Kohli-esque. Beats mid-wicket and makes its way to that boundary behind that mid-wicket for 4 runs.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's a good shot. Do we have a jingle for Vaibhav? I don't think we do.
Just a rotation of the wrists on that. It was a foolish ball, but how he got that into the gap and with so much timing, really, right? That's the biggest question. I mean, probably that's what makes good players. I know they separate themselves from the great ones, or the great ones do in this case.
Indeed, we do have a jingle for the bowler. I'll give it to you at the end of this ball. That's into the thigh pad for Kohli. It drops out on the leg side and they get through for a single. The bowler is...
What's that noise? Is it the snoring? Oh, he's awake, must be Aurora.
All right.
Yeah, Vaibhav Aurora.
Indeed. Oh, let's not forget, he was the sort of a part of the team that won the IPL 2 seasons ago. He was almost the find of the season then. Between him and Tyagi, they've done wonderful things. Just, can they kick on? Can they give the team that fillip? That additional look, they're in a drop zone here, Kolkata. There's no drop zone per se, but they're just out of reckoning if they're not careful. Yes. So on the other hand, RCB they are a little tentative towards the end of every campaign. They'll want to shore it up pretty quickly.
Be more interesting if they did have promotion and relegation in some capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, now
I
that
mean-
did swing from Viabab there.
I
He's
did.
coming over the wicket, swung across Bethel, managed to get something on it, goes square and they go single.
I think he didn't. Well, he got his pad on it, if that's what you mean. But yes,
Pad? I thought it was up near his gloves. I thought he just sort of
no.
blocked
It was
square.
just thigh pad. Only thing, it was pitching outside leg. There was no appeal possible, but it swung appreciably enough.
Yeah,
Right?
did.
So that's interesting. So there's some lateral movement off the pitch here, and it won't be a straightforward air quotes RCB chase. But Kohli will want to master, in my mind, this one much like many others.
Well, he doesn't play much else, does he now? I mean, I presume.
No, only the ODIs, of course, for India. I think he's targeting the 27 World Cup with a certain Mr. Rohit Sharma.
You reckon they'll still be going as opening pair or in the same? Clipped nicely by
Think so.
Kohli out through square leg. That will be 4 more runs.
4 on the floor, and 1 more 4 than the 4 before. That's what 4s are for, to get funky on the dance floor.
Not really managed a meaningful, well, the most meaningful score Bethel's got in his 4 games so far, 27 in the last game against Mumbai Indians.
I thought he would actually hang on and sort of lead them to a victory in that game because he had gotten a good start. And the other guy from the other end was going strong. All he had to do was get a quiet.
That was
40 or
here,
50.
wasn't it? That was here
Yeah.
in Raipur, and that was just
This is their home, by the way.
Yeah.
This was RCB's home.
Well, I know it's a home game, but
Yeah.
that was a runner ball, so he only got 27 off 27, I think.
It's quite slow.
Oh dear.
That's a good shot from Kohli. It was a bit short and a bit wide and given him some width, and he's clubbed it over cover, out to the boundary. No one out there. 4 more runs.
1, 2, 3, 4.
In search of some aggression, this guy is going short, but then you have to be very careful where you're bowling at. The previous one was into the mid drifts. This pitch doesn't have that kind of pace, right? It sat up and Kohli pulled that one. This one or flicked that one a little bit. This one just short and wide. Anybody worth their salt at this level would just put it away.
Exactly.
So early in the power play overs, that's a wasted delivery.
Into his pads again. That's
Oh,
nice.
dear.
He just runs it off the face down to a fine leg. No one down there, and it'll be another 4.
It's me, Sanshi. It's me, Sanshi.
So
In
Kohli-
power plays, in the last 5 power plays, RCB average what's 47, 8 more than 7 more, sorry, than KKR.
I don't know what they got in the power plan, is it?
Their average is 54. The power play for KKR was
Not bad.
56, so they were punching above their weight, 56 for 2.
Indeed.
RCB's average in the last 5 games is 54 for 1.8.
Actually lower. That's very
Yeah.
interesting.
Lower
I
than,
thought it would be higher.
Well, KKR's average in their last 5 before today was 47 for 2.5 wickets.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they were punching upwards.
Hello.
Dubé in again, and Bethel has stepped down towards the ball and clipped it, but over long on, and then this time it's gone all the way. First one of these are the
Just an extension of the arms shows the class this guy brings to the crease. Just an extension of the arms,
Yeah.
and effectively just a drive, but in the air, and
Yeah.
very Caribbean that shot.
very good, well timed.
Absolutely,
So
just a
it's
spanking shot. That.
Yeah, exactly. It's just kind of pushed through the line of the ball, really, and timed it exceptionally well. That one, he's got up at his toes and cut. Is he going to get 4? I think he is going to beat the field.
Oh,
Yeah,
dear.
he does. The man at third man kind of gets across and manages to palm it onto the sponge. But
That's the
full on
bowler
the
to a
dive.
poor guy.
Yeah, and it's 4 more runs.
All right, Bethel has got off the duck himself. He was waiting on a duck as well, and that was just good placement. He got off the ground, but in the air, he had enough presence of mind to just angle the bat enough. He beat both the players. I think I dare say the one in third man could have done a little better, but I think the momentum carried the ball from his hands to the boundary. It's just hard luck.
Yeah, a fair way to get round to get to it.
He ran quite a long way. That would be disappointing for
10
him.
off the first 2 balls though, and that
Oh,
one
dear.
has been spanked. That's a good shot. It's stood again, a little bit of width. You can't get width. Left-handers love it there, and Bethel was no different and slams that through to the cover boundary for 4 runs.
4 to the floor.
Little bit of inexperience from the newcomer here, Dubey, because he's sort of playing into the hands of the batsman who's sort of almost waiting, knowing what's coming. And somebody of this class, Bethel, that was beautiful. It looked right out of the playbook of a Sangakkara or a Lara, that track there. Very classy. But look, the point is, what he'll do now is the question there. 6-4-4, and RCB, who were a little slow to get off the blocks, have caught up 2.5 overs, 34.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think you've still got to go, haven't you? You've just got to keep pounding away.
Oh, no, yeah. They'll want 70 plus the power play, the way they've come to this point. They only need 35 more runs, and ideally no wickets.
Well, he's guided that one down to short gully, short third man. I mean, he's on the edge of the circle.
Exactly.
But they've got a short third man and a sort of extended gully.
With that length, that line, you have to be very careful, yeah?
Yeah.
Most people will somehow manage to find that gap. We saw those lengths in the last over, right? So he was just back of a length, just good length. He was continuously troubling the batsman. So after a good first over, I think the batsmen have made the adjustment, do you think? Or he just started to come a little closer to the bat, looking for that magic
a little
ball?
bit wider, actually. A little bit more width and certainly no movement off the ball. And they love that.
That's
again,
that length again.
Exactly. Punch this time. They've only got one guy behind square and pushed back onto the boundary as the other one. Who feels that? And it'll just be a single.
No risks required anymore this over, because with 6-4-4 probably they're covered over 2 overs, except that it's a power play and they'll want to look to take advantage.
Well, exactly. And having not lost a wicket yet as well, someone's got to take a chance and try and hit the big shots, haven't they? You want to get up to a flyer if you can.
The only thing is, between Bethel and Kohli, can they do it with a bit of pizzazz, bit of class, yeah? So it's not going to be all agricultural stuff, let's hope.
Indeed. Well, Kohli will face up. Last ball of the over, it's onto his pads, works it down to the man on the 45. He's inside the circle, get a single, retain the strike.
Get a risky ball that.
Yeah.
He got away. Could have. Yeah.
A 36 for none after 3.
Well, we're joined by a Earl Grover of Sheffield, which is an absolute delight. Just because I've just woken up and thus bursting with positivity, that Kohli jingle's an all-time classic. And hooray, Tony and Ajit. Well, hooray, Jay.
Hooray.
Now back to hating everyone, he says. Fair enough. How the fuck am I the first tweet? I've only been awake for an hour. System's fucked, he says. Early riser, says Eric J.
Fair enough, I was about to say myself. Sheffield, you said, right?
Clifford Bradford wants to know, is it possible to get the 12KA4 jingle?
No.
Or is the jingle non-grata on YouTube?
It's non-grata on YouTube.
It's non-grata.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's very close to the original, right? I mean, it is the original content.
Yeah, it's the original,
piece of the original. Then it's a risk. Yeah, all right.
Oh, it's our friend Mr. Tyagi.
Tyagi is in, bowling to Virat. He's played it up to mid-off. It's a direct hit at the striker's end, but Bethel was easily in. We have a jingle for the bowler. It is this man.
You won't believe the things he's seen. He even wanted to meet the queen. All that etiquette went over his head, so he ended up playing cricket instead.
I think he's from Uttar Pradesh, and he was one of those people we all were looking forward to, actually. He could play for India one day, we said.
Raipur in
no, but
Uttar Pradesh.
No, it's one of those backwaters where up to a generation ago you wouldn't ever hear of a cricketer coming out of that part of the world, right? Especially that rural part of UP. But he was one of the finds in that season. He was actually unsold because of some injury issues 1 season ago, but he's come to KKR now. Earlier.
I think he's hit his stumps.
He has.
He's been, he's also played on, and he's been caught by the bowler as well.
What have you done? You plank.
I thought he hit wicket before he.
No. It's just
he was definitely
so
caught,
high.
but it looked like a bail came off the stump. Mind you, there wasn't any light, so maybe that was just a trick of the eye. But yeah, he's tried to pull that as Bethel. He's got a big top edge. He's been caught behind.
No, caught with the bowler, I thought. No, never mind. Yeah, he's out.
Well, we've got 3 different opinions. Because I thought he'd hit wicket like you.
I thought when I saw a bail.
Well, here we go. Let's see what does happen now. We'll know. Probably.
It hit his helmet.
Bat, helmet.
That's right, balloon back to the bowler.
And then catch. Yes.
But not bang in the middle of his head.
Yeah, what's caught by the bowler.
So, it was our friend Kartik Tyagi.
Oh, yeah.
Whose dad didn't want him to be a farmer because apparently everyone in where there was a farmer, so he insisted got him into cricket instead.
Well,
He's got the build for it.
We should have a jingle for the wicket. It's one of these.
The crowd says, the crowd says, the crowd says you're out.
Well, we have the power.
It's
Super
the
impact sub.
Take off a bowler, bring on an extra batsman.
It's
bonkers rule.
It is. It's.
Oh dear, golden chains.
That's what we saw come off. It was, in fact, Jacob Bether's chain from around his neck.
Yep, very Caribbean in girth as well. Umpire will be a happy man.
Exactly.
If only for to get to keep it.
Well, that goes to prove that everything Fleetwood Mac said was utter bollocks.
What about the chain?
Well, they said you can never break the chain. Well, you obviously can.
Indeed. Padikkal facing up. Another lefty. Onto his pads.
Oh, class.
No one down.
Class,
That's a lovely shot. Yeah, just clipped off his pads. There was someone square, but no one down at long leg. Fine leg. And therefore, it will be one of these. What are we going to play? Play this one. Just waited to come onto his bat, didn't he, really, and just let it run off. Nice
no,
shot.
but I think they're not bowling at their field. So you have a deep square leg and you bowl one at his pad. Somebody that classy, all you have to do is put your bat on it and roll your wrists on it. It's going to go just, the whole quadrant is empty. Now he has almost a test match like long leg. Hang on, he's moving even. He's moving towards fine leg. I think there is a surprise short ball coming. There is a theory. The other particle doesn't like short ball early in his innings. Yeah, let's see.
Well, he's facing up. He's got 4 off 1. Next ball was short, wide.
Oh dear.
And hammered out through the covers. There is a man at third man, but not at cover. And you know what? It's far more. 1, 2, 3, 4. So
If you are a batter, this is what you want. Couple of balls to get you going, easy fours, get your eye in. Now there's going to be the short one for sure. I think KKR letting RCB run away with the momentum and the initiative here. Look, 192 is a tough score, but not if you let RCB get to 45 within the first 4 overs.
Yeah.
You've taken a wicket, but I think Bethel had done his work. No? 37 for 1, 3.2.
Yeah, exactly that. I mean, they're 45 for 1 off of 3.4. It's pretty good going. 148 required.
They'll need another wicket here.
Isn't a massive ask. Tiagi in. Ooh.
Oh yeah, there you go.
There you go. Climbs on Padikkal. Didn't like that. It's up his nose. He does get on top of it though. Plays it into the ground and there's no run.
It's about his 4th IPL, Kartik Tiagi, and he's played for this is 4th franchise. He seems to play 1 or 2 games a season for somebody and never really gets a run until this season. He missed out last year, I think, altogether. And yet this year, I think this is his 11th game, and he's been doing really well.
Oh,
so it's like a sort of Kartik Tiagi.
Tiagi.
So it's sort of a coming of age for him really this season.
Well, he's into Padikkal again. Another short one. He tends to uppercut it, and he can't get hold of it though. It goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. 9 off the oval, 1 ball to come. Oh no, it's the end.
I think that's that.
Right. Well, I can give you the definitive statement on impact subs. Would you like that?
Go on, please.
Would you like the definitive? Yes. Right. Well, it's from Earl Grover of Sheffield. And he says, impact subs are wank on interdimensional levels. Botheration.
Nice. Well said, Jay. I agree with you.
I don't think you can argue with any of that, to be honest.
Did I have something?
Effectively 12 versus 12, yeah? But yeah.
Something about my papyrus cannot access LinkedIn, he said. Not quite sure.
Here comes the first throw of the dice.
Oh, it's Narayan. I've noticed he's grown a natty little goatee beard as well. So Narayan. Yeah. Quite suited him, I thought. Well, I saw him earlier with it, and I thought that rather suits you.
He looks like one of those Three Musketeers type
there
guys.
Goes.
Sharp goatee.
Maybe he's always had a beard, but he's just grown it a bit longer. It's not really good. It looks.
With the sides of the hair taken off, he looks quite sharp, I dare say.
Yeah, he does look quite sharp.
Well, players jingle after his first ball, which has worked into the leg side, just in front of the square. They'll go single. This man is bowling.
Please don't malign. Sun nul narai.
Yeah, what I thought was the bail was actually his chain.
As I said, some Caribbean girths to it too. That's nice.
I wonder if you probably get bloody really nice gold chains, don't you, in the 22 karat
Oh
gold
yeah.
and all
We like our gold, especially given the complexion of some of us. It suits us beautifully.
Yeah. Narayan in again. Stands up a little bit on Padikkal, who just works it down to short third man.
The other thing we know a little bit about Padikkal, he doesn't like good spin bowlers very early on as well, because he's very compact with his feet movement, and he lets his hands and eyes sort of do the work. This is going to be an interesting encounter. They would have come up with some strategy. I'm going to wait.
It's onto his pads and tip down to the man on the 45. They'll get a single.
Narayan would be a little disappointed. It's a leg by.
Actually.
Yeah. No, he had a deep square leg and a deep cover. So he was going to make him play square of the wicket. He doesn't like it. Padikkal, he likes to go down the ground or towards extra cover or mid-on, this sort of thing. So I think there was a clear strategy there.
Kohli back.
That's an interesting thought.
Up towards long on, it'll be a single.
The wise Lear has said, Narayan's always had that sort of a beard. You just notice it more now that there's a considerable amount of grey in it. I think that's true. I think that is absolutely
It's a
true.
bit longer than it has been as well, I think.
We've seen it. We've seen him clean shaven too, I think. But all right, maybe.
He must be.
Hello, Leah.
He must be well into his 30s now, isn't he, Narayan?
Close to 40.
Yeah, that's pulled by Padikkal, dropped it short from Narayan.
Oh dear.
Past the man on 45, no one behind him. And they will get 4 runs.
That length, I know he doesn't have the pace for it anymore, but also it sort of spun into the body of Padikkal, slightly away from it. And beautifully done. No Varun Chakravarti today. 37, okay.
Yeah, he's 37.
That one turns away.
Lovely.
Left hand of Padikkal. Drives it through the covers quite nicely though. No one out there on the fence. And it's 4 runs.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I was about to say, right? He's been bowling well, and then he had to just do that. One back off the length, the other. This was just well played, I think. He waited on the ball and guided it into the gap.
Yeah.
Front of square.
A little bit short, a little bit across the batsman with a bit of extra turn, sort of stood up and said hit me, really, didn't it?
Anything on the socials, Mr. Bishop?
Absolutely. 56 for 1 after 5. Quite a a message for you, in fact, from Gabe Owens. Says, Ajit, your frontal balding is showing much more permanently. It's time to take a vacation trip to Turkey.
Or take it all off, I'm sure.
Well, there you go.
Shave the head. I think it's the only way to go when you're going bald is to actually shave the head.
Jago says, ratty salt and pepper bear solidarity. We can't all be Roy. I literally don't know what that means. Do you have any idea? Ben?
Well, I'm presuming he's talking about beards.
Oh, right,
okay. And grey hair. That's left alone through to the keeper. Was it given as a wide?
I'm a little surprised. That shouldn't have been wider. I thought it was just an inch or so on the inside part of the line. But they're not challenging it, interestingly.
Well,
Look,
I definitely think challenging wides early in the innings is an unwise move.
That's 5 overs. Look, that's not the point. For me, they're not being challenged at all, the RCB batters. They're getting 1 or 2 hitting balls every over, except for the first one where they were sort of conservative.
Yeah, driven nicely by Kohli, but straight to mid-off. Great pace.
Well, they're already ahead in the power play, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
56 for 2, they're 57 for 1, still 5 balls left. Could easily get 10 or 12 off that. That would give them a tidy power play advantage.
No, but he whacked that fairly. He would hit it a bit straighter, I think, but except for the length that it jumped up on him. Tyagi is famous for that. He gets good lift off most pitches, much like, Prasidh Krishna. Yeah, he uses his height and his mass pretty well.
Well, it comes into bowl to Virat. It's smeared. Oh, wow.
I think that's a
hit
catch.
That hard. It was a catch, yeah, but it wasn't taken in the covers. It was hit full-blooded at him. It was quite high. He had to leap up at full stretch. But he couldn't hold on to it.
Powell, who's a very good fielder, then it must have been a bit tough then.
Burst through. They got through for a single.
Let's say he saves 2 then.
Well, yeah, it saves 3, I'd have said. They didn't get back for a second, did they? It was only 1.
They did.
They did got back for a second? Okay. So
It just pretty much plonked behind him and rolled into a no-man area.
Yeah.
So they had the time, I would say.
He's
They
lively,
just
isn't he,
sauntered
Tiagi?
through.
Lively.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. 140 plus.
He's been very
he
good
has
in the
a lot
last
of
2
potential.
games. 2 for 30 against the Sunrisers. He got, is it Ashok Sharma and Harshal Patel? And then he got Kerala Hill and Ashutosh Sharma against
that's a good
Capitals.
shot by Kohli. He's pulled that one. It's going to be his, I think it's his first 6 from Kohli. He's pulled that off his sort of thigh. A bit top edgy maybe, but certainly over deep backward square leg all the way to the boundary. 6 runs over the boundary.
He's playing into Kohli's hands or the likes of them, right? This sort of length on this pitch won't work. You're sort of sitting up and asking the batters to hit, and batters of this quality will not miss. Be him or Padikkal, they'll just put this away all day.
Yeah.
He has to be targeting the off stick. That line, that length and that line is terrible. Because on a slightly faster pitch, like yesterday's pitch where GT were playing, that is the right length. Batsmen would not have time to do that. On this pitch, they have the time.
Yeah, well, they're cruising along at the moment, 65 for 1 and 5.3. They're going to be going over 10 and over, which of course will get them to where they need to get.
He rolled the fingers
dropped
on
out towards point, fielded by the man behind point. Has to move across a little bit, allows them to get over through for a single. 9 off the first 3 balls of the over, 2 balls to come.
Yeah, that pressure's taken off Padikkal, and he's going to get one hittable ball. I have a feeling here. Look, this is the thing, right? As well as Sunil Narayan is bowling, they'll need somebody to support him. If I look at the bowling lineup, you have Green who can bowl, right? Outside of these 4. And of course, maybe Powell can roll his arm over, but I'm also looking at Anukul Roy, who bowls left arm orthodox, right? The spinners will have to really do a good job here.
Yeah. Well, 5th ball of the over. Has attempted, I think he was trying to cut that, but maybe there was a bit of pace taken off. Ended up playing it back to the bowler.
Also, it was too close. It was on the middle stump, and it was a slow ball. He rolled a single on it.
Open it up into the offside, wasn't he? But just managed to play it back down the ground. Anyway, it's no run. 1 ball left in the power play. 66 for 1.
Is it just me, or with all these lights flashing in the ground, one could be in tune for an epileptic fit? A lot of lights flashing in the ground, including the stumps. I think it's a bit too much, or is it just me?
Are they just doing it between balls, though? Is it going on?
I don't know. No. How would you field if you had strobe
No, they would
lighting,
definitely
basically?
only do it in the break.
Imagine going for
play.
a high catch. Yeah, it's got to be in the breaks in play, isn't it?
But I just think if you are on the other side of the ground, all the flashing lights, strobes.
I'm sure they issue warnings on the tickets that say, flashing
strobe light
lights.
effect.
Do they have health and safety warnings in India? Who knows? Attempted guide by Padikkal down 3rd man. He misses.
That's a good ball.
To the keeper,
Right
and
there.
There is no run. Yeah. End of the over. 66 for 1. 6 done. Oh, it looks like we're having a fucking Seat timeout.
Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, well, plenty of time to amble through a few messages then. Where shall I start? Some way to go, says Eric, before Bear's beard becomes a beard gets to Colonel Sanders. Oh no, some way for Narayan's beard to
That
go
one, right?
before it gets to the Colonel Sanders standards of Bears.
I see.
Invisible Bob says, I started growing at 17. Well, presumably if you're invisible, no one will have seen it, but there we go. So you've had a lot better run than me. Eric J said that's what a cider-based diet does. Well, it does lots of things, but that may well be one of them. Joe Grover says, well, I refuse to believe a pre-Raphaelite muse could ever grey. So there we go. I'm heading to the full Wurzel at an alarming rate, says Invisible Bob. Jay says, I will drink enough of that trippy petrol can scrumpy and colours will cease to matter. Well, that's very true. And that conversation goes off. I've moved beyond all known colour spectrums, says Invisible Bob, presumably with the petrol can scrumpy.
I don't like scrumpy.
What is the petrol can?
It's a bit like Somerset, which is where, well, I don't know where Will's actually from because he lives near Bristol, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But anyway, he's a fan of Somerset. Scrumpy is the most famous drink of Somerset.
Local
see.
cider.
It's
Like homebrew cider.
Homebrew
almost.
cider. It's like it's the Somerset equivalent of moonshine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind
Made with
a glass
apples.
or 3 of that, I think.
In fact, the little village near where I was at the weekend, that was famous for its cider presses some 200-300 years ago. Can't remember the name of the village. But it's very near
When you were
Minehead.
there 200-300 years ago.
And much like when you're in France, if you go to a little vineyard, sometimes you can buy a big sort of take your own thing.
Well,
Yes.
no, it's Normandy's quite famous for cider.
There's some
isn't it?
Calvados you can
Certainly
get.
northern from Calvados, northern
Homemade.
France.
Oh, yeah, I love it. I love that. Well, yes.
The French knock up a mean cider. Don't knock them for that at all. I can tell you, the two lads in the pub have been busy, and they've decided that the win probability for RCB is 63%, and for KKR is only a measly 36.79%. Now that 0.79, of course, took some calculating, so that's probably 4 or 5 pints in for the lads.
Fair enough. No, but I think it's fairly on point, that one. Simply because, look, with this sort of a start, they are now looking at 127 in 84, and the required run rate it's still around 9. But if they can get through another 3 overs with the same rate, it will begin to drop off quite drastically, yeah?
Yeah, though I think...
and they've only lost 1 wicket as well.
It's the 1 wicket and ahead of the rate. That's all good.
Back foot, Kohli forces it out to cover and there's no run. I mean, Kohli's going on.
So what did they get? 66 for 1, didn't they? So they were... they weren't as many ahead. They were literally 10 ahead. 10 ahead of...
Yeah, but a wicket
Knight
better
Riders.
off as well.
Yeah.
And presumably their impact sub will be a batter.
I think so, yes.
It is. He's batting now.
Oh yeah, of course, Kohli was the impact.
Yeah.
No, Padikkal was the impact.
Padikkal was,
yeah.
Let's come on to the pad. Sorry, my migraine is still affecting me. It's clipped out into the leg side.
That imp next to his name's a clue, though.
Yes.
All right. I think it's not his best day, Bear. We'll help him along. It's all right. He's having migraine.
We've had a bad day for us today. I mean, poor old David and his
kidney stones.
Kidney stone.
Oh, dear.
He had to disappear. You've got your migraine. I can barely talk with the remains of my cold.
Let's try to work that into the leg side. This time Cody can't get it away and it will be a dot.
I was very surprised they ran 2 on the previous one, but this time Sunil Narayan is on point. This is what he's good at, right? He won't give you any room. There's not enough pace. You have to manufacture a shot out of nowhere.
Absolutely.
This is pretty standard, Narayan.
And we're out of power play now, so
well.
players back. One of those players back, of course, is long on, which Cody has picked that up too.
I thought he would murder that down the ground in the air.
Well, I think he deliberately took pace off it, didn't he? When he hit it, he sort of knew exactly where long on was and just sort of gave it enough power to bounce short.
Yeah.
May have been a trap actually to get him caught at long on. So the well done Kohli and well done Narayan. Just, set a trap so beautifully there.
So he's not going to get. He's well past the danger of his 3 ducks in a row. And he's
a little bit on the
fairly
other
sound,
side.
doesn't he?
Yeah, he has. Padikkal
Another
facing
famous YouTuber these days. I'll wait.
Narayan into Padikkal, drives it out to wide, long off. It'll be a single.
Another famous YouTuber, I was saying, a certain Mr. R. Ashwin, had claimed Kohli will make at least 30 today. So he's come good. But he also predicted it will be a 160 place 165 sort of a game. So there I think he may have gone off a little, but who knows. KKR did punch a little above their weight, but I was surprised they couldn't cross 200.
Yeah, it's still very decent score. Attempted cut by Cody, gets an under edge, and it goes up to a short third man on the 45. He has to come.
Did that burst through the keeper's hands, I wonder?
No, I don't think it did. I think it went into the ground, but he got an under edge, and it just didn't go where he wanted.
Time for a change, Bear. Give your voice a break.
Oh, it is.
71 hours. It won't really give you a break. Thank you, Ajit. You'll be back later.
See you.
Will take over from you.
Will take over from me when he gets here. While we wait, I can tell you are there. Right, we can start with Zippy Tuna. All this cider talk is making me thirsty.
To be fair, most of it is me.
Well, some of it's you, not all of it, by any manner of means.
I'll pick out the bits that are me. Right, so all this cider is making... Eric J says, go on a cruise. Zippy Tuna says, my anti-cruise agenda has been given plenty of
They're
ammunition.
petri dishes of disease cruises.
Yeah, the hunter virus
really
thing
don't
doesn't
fancy
make me
them.
want to go on a cruise. The idea of cruises doesn't really appeal to me. I
No,
have
it
to
doesn't.
say.
Right, Kohli's going to face this ball from Cameron Green. He's bowling his first over. Over the wicket he comes. Kohli just dabs him out to mid-on. Strolls a single with huge comfort, and I can tell you straight away there's a super chat appeared with your appearance, Will.
Aha!
Aha!
Right.
I was wondering if
Jay
there was
Grover
jingling,
gives
but
us
anyway.
a fiver. And he says, Ajit, petrol can cider from Devon once made me trip psychedelically. This should not be possible. Thus, I treat it with fear and respect.
Well,
Yeah.
fair enough. In lopes Cameron
That
Green
is-
around the wicket to the left-handed Devdutt Padikkal, who slaps him dismissively through long off for 4 runs.
It's Nissan she. It's Nissan she.
And the heavily RCB weighted crowd dance delight. I don't know if there's 60,000 there, but I would imagine they've got a pretty big crowd. They don't see a lot of IPL games around these parts. 2016, before this IPL, was the last time, and they've only got 2 games this IPL. So they'll be wanting to make the absolute most of those. It's 76 for 1 at the moment. You would say their home team, i.e. RCB, is looking safe. That's chipped in the air by Padikkal. Green goes chasing off after it, but it was perfectly safe. They can add 1 more to the score. Means there's been 6 off this Green over. What's the requirement? About 9, isn't it?
Yeah, about that.
So they just need a runner ball off the next 3. They'll be ahead of that. Anything more than a runner ball, they will be still cruising comfortably enough ahead of the
They're
rate.
going along at about 10 and over currently. So they're out of the way.
116 off 75 is what the ask is, where we stand right now. Virat Kohli, who else is looking in pretty tidy order, to be fair. Green in. Kohli did hurry him, did that. That seemed to just zip back a little bit at him and rushed Kohli, but he gets himself a single. So maybe they are going to do the last 3 at a runner ball of this over. 78 for 1. And I wonder if that has dramatically affected the thinking of the 2 lads in the pub. Who, oddly, they've dropped their probability to 59%, and they've increased the Knight Riders. How would that be the case when they were ahead on the power play, which is just finished?
I have no idea.
And they haven't lost another wicket. I think the 2 lads in the pub have been on that cider again, which is probably how it started. That's a drop.
Oh, dear.
Padikkal pulled Cameron Green, was down to deep square. It's Vaibhav, I can never say his first name, Aurora. Vaibhav Aurora. And he made a right Borealis of that. It was a disaster.
Yeah.
Shortish, plenty of it was quite close to Padikkal, but it was straight in the hands and straight out again.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Maybe those flashing lights were flashing
In his eyes.
Cameron Green, he bowls a wide.
No, I don't think. Oh, it was a wide. I don't
It
think
was a wide, it's definitely wide. So dropped on 22. Padikkal, he's added 1 to the. Well, there's 1 added to the score. Does that mean, I wonder, is that one of those drops that you look back on and go, it was a game changer?
Well, I guess it'll depend what happens.
It'll be under lights now. Those, whilst not flashing, those red lights aren't going to necessarily help anyone's eye line to catch a cricket ball, even under floodlights. That's short and pulled by his Kohliness, but it's out to deep mid-wicket. Just take a single. So that means that concludes the over, and they're so quick to go to ads. I couldn't really give you exactly where the score had gone to, but I reckon it's about 79 for 1. It's 81 for 1, I beg your pardon, 81 for 1 after 8 overs. Will?
Eric J says, yes, Jay, that's Natch. Natch is terrifying stuff. Love it. God, I miss it. And Gabe Owners says, Jay, you rich and wealthy men. Super Tuna says, had the 8.2 Henry Westons on holiday last week, and it was lovely. It was nice. And Jay says, the streets of Sheffield are paved with gold. That they are, Jay. That they are. And Eric J says, if you can no longer tell colours apart.
Bit of spin, Anakul Roy. Left armour, round he comes. Steered into the offside. There is a man at shortish cover, and there is no run.
Here's a jingle that goes like this.
Oh, yes, let's hear about Anakul Roy. It's a good ball too. Speared into the feet of Kohli. Anakul Roy fields off his own bowling. That's a great jingle.
Yeah.
So well done, Anakul Roy. That's 1,000 trees for the planet. Don't think there's going to be any more trees off that ball though, because it's slapped. Not a particularly elegant shot from Kohli. He had to reach for a little bit outside of his off stump, but he does guide it down to long off, and will get himself a single. Bring Padikkal back onto strike. 82. Remember, KKR sitting 8th. They have won 4 of their last games. They won all 4 of their last games. So they're hitting form, but they had a horrible start, didn't they? That one is down to long off again. So second drop of the day, really. Kohli was dropped on 21. Padikkal was dropped on, I think, what was he on? 22, was it?
Oh, no.
So, and these two march on. That's a clever ball. Right. Oh, he's given us a wide.
I don't
No,
think
that's
wide.
funny. So when I saw Cameron Green bowl in a similar place, I said, that is wide. That one I didn't think was. Umpire Menon did though, and he's pretty experienced and knows his onions. In comes Anakul Roy, worked off his legs by Virat, down to deep mid wicket, takes another single. So it's been smart over this. He certainly achieved the objective of putting the brakes on.
Aye.
4 off it so far. 85 for 1 the score. 108 needed off 67. But they have 9 wickets in hand. And remember, they have padded, no pun intended, the batting out with an extra batsman in the shape of Padikkal. That's down leg, so that will be another wide, I'm afraid.
No, it wasn't. It was left-hander. It's across him.
Oh, of course it was.
He
Yeah.
turned himself around. He's going to review the wide, though. I believe.
I thought it was a wide. Yeah.
Yeah. Marginal.
Well, the 2 batsmen stand, and wide wasn't given. The RCB batsmen have reviewed it. What have they got written on their shirts?
Sun Farmer.
No, it
In
says
the
nothing
corner.
to me.
Yeah, nothing.
Oh, sun in the top of nothing. It's a ridiculous.
Nothing
Nobody.
International?
Yeah. Is there a company called Nothing International?
I don't know.
No wonder they hide the second name. And why would you have nothing? Nothing. Will, what do you know about this? You're an expert in ICB
I know
sponsorships, not ICB, IPL.
I mean, I'm assuming it's like like an insurance company or a betting site or something.
Well,
No.
betting's
They
not
can't
allowed.
be a betting site. Not allowed, Gov.
Yeah.
Is it because he tried to reverse sweep?
Well, I don't think that really matters because it's it's outside what would have been his off stump. It's still very wide by the looks of things.
It's a wide,
I think it's
regardless
I think it's going to be
of
given as a wide as well on that one.
nature of shot. So it was a good
Yeah.
review, I reckon, or the Bear reckons, or collectively, and as if to emphasise the point, I didn't do it the first time, so I'm going to do it. It's almost as if umpire Menon spreads his arms wider, as wide as he possibly can, just to make the point. So 2 wides, it means we're going to have an 8 ball over, and that's assuming that it finishes off this ball. It's gone down leg. It won't, because that is another wide. They can run a bye. Umpire Menon. He's going to take off if he's not careful. Because his out go those arms again. Virat says, thank you very much. We'll have the free run anyway. So they got 1 and a wide for that. 88 for 1. Anakul Roy gets that right on off stump. Kohli swivels and pulls it away to deep mid wicket, but there's a man there. There's no run. So that was an over that took a fair while to get through. Even then, it was comparatively economical and below, I think, the target.
Yeah.
Will.
What am I? Jay says, I don't like being in the same room as people. A cruise gives me the fear. Yes, totally agree with you. Don't be in the same room with people, especially at sea, because you can't walk away.
You can throw them overboard, I suppose.
Yeah. Eric says, my doctor suggested it. Zippy says, same, Jay. Then Gabe Owen says, Will, your usual enthusiasm is missing today. Hope all is okay. You're already missing Starmer. Hell no, am I missing Starmer? What a prick! But they're all pricks. So
he hasn't gone yet, has he?
No, he hasn't. If they have any sense, they won't get rid of him either. West Streeting is supposed to be resigned.
Cameron Green. There was a super chat, by the way, Will. I hope you spotted that. That one's pushed by Kohli down to mid-on. Takes a single. Moves on to 40.
Have we got?
Yes, you can. It's Cameron Green. He takes his time.
It's Jay Grover. He gives us £2 and he says cement.
Cement. Oh, what? Nothing.
No, it's nothing. A cement company.
What I was going to say about possibly, I don't know. What I was going to say about cruising is I heard some people last week saying that old fuckers who
don't look at me when you say that.
I wasn't looking at you.
You bloody were.
But I wasn't.
That's pulled up in the air and drops short of deep mid wicket, and will get. I think he'll come back for 2. He does. Well, so 91 for 1. What were you saying about old fuckers?
Well, because of this Hunter virus thing, someone was saying. So basically, I was on a show or something. Cruise ships have 4 places for morgues, so I expect at least 4 people to die when they go on a cruise, because there's a lot of old people on them, right? But not only that, some people choose, rather than to go into care homes, they spend the whole year cruising.
Well,
it costs about 90 grand a year to cruise all year.
Away for 4 by his Kohliness. Lovely shot down to mid wicket.
Hit 4 on the floor, and 1 more 4 than the
97 for 1.
That's what 4's are for. To get funky on the dance floor.
So it's basically cheaper to cruise all year than go into a care home.
There I can actually see a logic there.
I heard that cruises are just octogenarian floating orgies.
Oh, are they? I might be interested now, but then you end up with some horrible disease. That one's
maybe.
That's nudged, really.
But they got doctors on board. You'll be fine.
Down to mid wicket.
And if not, there's a morgue. You can end up there.
No, I was more thinking something hideously viral that isn't an STD of some kind.
You haven't seen what Margaret from, I don't know,
Margate.
Yeah.
Margaret from Margate?
Yeah.
She seemed very nice when I met her. Went like a train for a 94-year-old. Round the wicket comes Green. As this one's cut by Paddy Gold. Backward point. And he takes a single. Speaking of trains, I was in Minehead this weekend. I went right past Somerset driving there, Will. Right past the door of Somerset Cricket. I got very excited when I saw the steam trains in Somerset. In Minehead.
It's so lush. Isn't
very excited.
Minehead was the first place I ever went on a tour with my club when I was a kid.
Ah, cool. Cricket club, you mean?
Yeah. That's cool.
Green in, short, pulled by Kohli. Might get 4 more. Is he going to beat the field? Yes, he is. No, he isn't. There's 2 of them. It's half stopped, and I think it's Rinku Dinku Singh who finishes tidying up.
On the way back.
End of the over, 101 for 1.
I think he came down to watch the last game of the tour with my mum.
51 for Kohli. You can't be giving us anecdotes about your parents when his Kohliness is made of 50, Bear. These are ICC, BCCI rules.
Oh, there you go.
101 for one off.
Gets
10.
15.
Should get there then. They're on course.
Should be glad.
Right, back to what you were saying.
So, yeah, so my dad got pissed off. We got stuck in a traffic jam and decided that he was going to do a U-turn and drive over the central reservation. Unfortunately, the central reservation pulled out the exhaust from the manifold from the car, and we ended up having to get towed back on the back of a lorry.
Oh my lord!
Which did not please my mum, as you can imagine.
92 to win off 60 balls. Virat Kohli's trying to make it look as simple as he can. He's just made what is the
good time to find form.
Yamini
Coming towards the
IPL
end.
career. He's made his 67th.
Super chat time.
67th. Yes, go for it.
It's
Two
Jay
of them.
again. It's a fiver, and he says the bear talking about cruising has given me the double plus fear. That's the thing. It's mental because I've got a few mates that have worked cruises, like doing stand
Anakul
up
Roy
and stuff.
in, pulled by Padicle, takes a single, back to cruising.
Yeah,
and it is basically just old people cruising on cruises.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, yes. But there's a reason. I mean, it takes a lot of time. In theory, I like the idea.
I don't like the idea.
The pure size and scale of them. I like travelling under my own steam.
Yeah, me too.
I don't like.
I'm quite happy by myself.
Being shipped around to places, no pun intended again, when I don't want to be. That one is pulled nicely by Kohli. Well, muscled really down through long on, but it's got him 4 more. Suddenly that drops. Starting to look really expensive for the Knight Riders. And currently, you would say RCB won their last game. They might be looking at 2-2. That might get very close, I think, to cementing their playoff place. KKR really starting to need a win from the depths of where they are, despite their last 4 wins. Another single taken into the offside. Another stroll to get there.
Well, they've got 9 wickets in hand, so they're in a very good position here, aren't they, RCB?
Well, yes, they are. Why are they doing crocodile gestures in the RCB?
I have no idea.
Dugout. I mean, I think they're showing them applauding Virat Kohli's 50.
We've got a wire,
but I'm not quite sure the crocodile. Well, that was a horrible piece of cricket all round. Given as a wide. An attempted sweep anyway by Padicle. Reverse sweep, yes, by the left-handed Padicle. He missed it. He never went out of his crease, but the bails were removed anyway. Who's the wicketkeeper for...
I don't know, I was trying to think that. But,
the Knight Riders, I'll tell you.
And it was, he went up for the stumping, but it wasn't there. Someone beginning Ange.
Well,
Ange. It's Ange.
Angie from the Queen Vic. Well, they are reviewing it, but to me it didn't look close. Let's have a look. It must be all about. Did he raise his foot? He did raise his foot.
Leg up.
Does he get it back again? Does he get it back again?
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Easily.
So actually, more in need of a review than we gave it credit for.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Put his foot down. Let's get on with it, please.
Well, that's precisely what I am sure we will do. Decision. Why are we? No, we've all seen the decision. Why are we waiting? And surprise, surprise, colour me shocked. It's not out.
Is that the end of the over?
I think it may be.
Is that the end of the over?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Over to you, Will.
Okay.
108 for 1.
Leah says on US naval subs, how much are US naval subs? I hear it's a tenner a month. A joke. Sorry. If a crew member dies, the crew gets tons of ice cream as they need to make room in the freezer for the corpse. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
that's fucked. Clifford Bradford says my sister is an ER doctor. Gets cruise passengers when they're ill. Sometimes they don't have much of a medical facility on board.
It's not great, is it?
No.
There'll be a ship's doctor though.
Well, a lot of that you can get away with because you can just shove them overboard, chop the thing off, shove it overboard, done. Have I still got time?
Yes, yes, you have.
Oh, sweet. Jay says, gay boners, as are his lovers. Whose lovers? My lovers? Don't know. My lover, alright.
Very Bristolian expression, isn't it? You alright, my lover?
It's really Bristolian, but it started more sort of Somerset. Bristol's half Somerset and then half Gloucestershire. And I am a sort of lesser spotted Bristol Rovers, which is Gloucester, and Somerset fan. They're very, very rare.
Oh, are they? But are you a what is a man of Gloucestershire called? Gloucestershirean?
Gloucestonian? Absolutely not. I was born in the IUH in Bath.
In where, sorry?
Which is in Bath.
Oh, in Bath.
Is very firmly in Somerset.
It is. Fair
be
enough.
An outground.
Indeed, it did. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
And for Bristol Rovers, though, who I thought played there for a while. Did I dream that they played at Bath for a while when they had to move out of
up at Twerton Park? Yeah.
Twerton Park. Yeah, that was it.
Also, I have news regarding Somerset. If you would
please do.
Like it. So I got my first team call up for the first time in like 10 years last week.
Oh,
and
good for you.
That's awesome. I get my kit through in a week.
Brilliant.
Which is awesome. And I got all emotional on the phone to Annie about it. It was great.
Aww.
But I need to pick a squad number. So if you guys have any suggestions as to squad numbers, let me know. Because
can you have any number?
Well, presumably one that's not taken by somebody else.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, it's club wide, so it has to not be taken by anyone in the men's setup, the women's setup, or the disability setup.
29. Go for 29.
No.
Number of songs written by Robert Johnson. 29. Great
no,
number.
I was going to say
that.
666, obviously. The number
of the beast. Well, there's two choices, quite different.
Yeah. So I put in for 3, but I won't get it. But that's what I'd like.
61, Highway 61. See, I have to think in musical terms. Highway 61, Bob Dylan.
I put in for 5 because it's the amount of Pogues albums with Shane McGowan.
99 Red Balloons.
Yeah. 99's definitely taken. I tried for 14 because Thierry Henry.
Ooh, that's true. That was also the number my eldest, Louis, played football wearing during his club football career. Well, I say career, junior club career. He was.
My son's
14.
just finished his junior club career.
Has he?
Well, yeah, because the club he plays for, obviously, he's not going to be able to play for next year because he'll be up at university. So, having played from 7 till 18. And they lost their last 6 games on the trot.
The wicket-keeper, by the way, of course, is...
Are we on a time-out, by the way?
Angarish Raghavanshi.
Oh, right, it's Raghavanshi.
So it's our friend, Mr. Raghavanshi. Unless for some reason
they've switched
channel,
cricket.
And there's some important cricket going on, and we're watching a guided tour of Scottish football grounds.
Yeah,
which I don't think is what we should be doing. So if you're watching... If you're listening to us and wondering why we're rambling on, we're literally watching the Motherwell squad arriving for a game somewhere, or that might be Celtic. And now we're back at the cricket, where Sunil Narayan is bowling. The score's moved on to 117 for 1, and we're nearing the end of the 12th over via a tour of... So we have reached the end of the 12th over via a tour of Scottish football grounds. 118 for 1. Virat Kohli is on 59, 33 for Devdutt Padikkal, and we can only apologise, but it kind of wasn't our fault. Will?
We've got a super chat, and Jay sends us £2 and says, I demand Tony's music. And then there are a lot of semi-helpful suggestions for numbers.
Oh, go on then, give us some of those.
Well, the most obvious one is the double Nelson, according to Clifford Bradford.
Good idea. 22.
And then Eric J says Roman numerals. And then Clifford Bradford says LX IX, obviously, which is
LX 69.
What's L again? Oh,
50.
Yeah.
It's Vaibhav, who's going to be holding his second over. His first one went for 16. But they got to look to try and something that's slapped up in the air, slapped past backward point, slapped for 4 by Padikkal.
They look like they're cruising this, to be honest, don't they?
Oh, we're back on cruising again.
Yeah.
They're cruising, except they might catch some horrible deadly disease.
Well, they could do that, but
which we don't want to happen, obviously, to anybody. Most definitely not.
I mean, they're
Cameron Green's quite tall. He's stationed there at backward point, and he didn't really seem to get his arms up, did he? It looked like it was past him before he reacted. Really, I do wonder what the vision is like when you're playing under lights at night with bright sort of red lights around the ground. Can't be that helpful. Vaibhav turned
should be a 2
by Padikkal. It should be 2 because it's dribbling there. No, I think they just settled for a single. Score moves on to 123 for 1. RCB second. Remember, they've played 11. They've got 14 points.
So if
Their
they
net
win
run
this,
rate
they
is
should
decent.
go. Well, if they win this, they go top of the league, don't they? Because net run rate is better than GT.
It is. Or is that as it stands? No, this is their 12th game.
Well,
because
they
right.
they haven't won.
KKR, on the other hand, with the 9 points that they've got, need a few other teams to slip up, don't they?
They need to win.
Only
this,
8 they're going to. Some teams are always going to slip up because there aren't that many games being played. As that one is pushed away around the corner.
Well, they really needed to win essentially their 2 games in hand, which will be this one and the next one, and they would have been up on 14, 13 points, which would give them a chance of qualifying. But
125 for 1.
A bit tough
3
ask.
balls left.
Tough ask if they don't win this one.
3 balls left of the 13th before I have to
68
dash.
45. That should be.
I'm already going to catch hell at home.
Are you?
Hope you're. Yeah. Of course, try and explain rain in India to an angry Vivian. It's just not going to work. That one is worked nicely away off middle and off down to mid wicket. Misfield by, is that Rovers down there?
I think so.
I think it was.
2.
But he's a tall fellow, and he didn't quite get his hand down, or he did, but he wasn't able to pick the ball up. We're looking at the race to the playoffs, the first of which is going to take place on May the 26th. Then the loser of the first qualifier plays on my birthday, Bear, and Mog's birthday, and John F. Kennedy's birthday.
The 29th of May?
Yep.
How old will you be on the 29th of May?
I will be old. So what's down to older. Take a single look, mate. I was down there with the young'uns at Butlins big weekend, mate.
That sounds hilarious.
I was shaking it like I was 20 again.
With all the kids on their pingers.
Who was it? Ricky and Malf. No, what were the 2 DJs I said?
Ralph and somebody.
No, it wasn't. The 2 Radio 1 DJs anyway. Professor Green, he was shy. I've got to be honest, Professor Green was really, really disappointing. That one's pulled by Padikkal. Down to...
I've got to go and let Ajit in.
You let Ajit in. You're going to be letting me out. It is 13 overs completed. It's 129 for 1. I can't remember what duties you're going to be taking on, but finish those.
Don't know.
I'm going to have to cut and run. It's been a pleasure.
Bye, Bish. Get home safe. Right, so Eric J says 999 accident and emergency. Which service do you require? Honestly, with my track record, yes, that is actually what I need. I'm quite tempted to just get my NHS number on the back as well. That'd be quite funny.
Oh, do you want to take this one too? Thank you very much.
And Jay Grover says Cameron Green is quite tall.
He is.
This is the insensitive commentary we expect from the Bishop. You're insensitive, Bish.
To your wife's partner's needs. Listen, it happens all the time. I had to tell my wife I'm going to be an hour or so late because we started an hour and a quarter late. She's not going to be very happy either. But,
I was
you know.
supposed to be making dinner tonight.
For how many
gonna
people?
be-
Just you or others too?
Oh, no. Like about 7 people.
Oh, well, stick something in a
And
microwave.
So I basically said,
Okay.
here's the number of a takeaway. And, yeah, I'll be done when I'm done.
Absolutely. Well, I don't know if there's been a lot of breaks, a lot of adverts.
I think they may be combining the second inning strategy break or whatever they call it right now.
Yeah, but
That could be the
I thought
delay.
they'd had it earlier. Anyway.
I think there's one for the bowling team, there's one for the batting team. I dare say it could be something else because it's usually between 14 and 16 overs, if I'm not
Yeah,
wrong.
exactly.
There's something more coming. So for us to look forward to. Hello all, once again. So, well, RCB seem to be running away with it a little bit.
Yeah, I think they're cruising this, aren't they?
Yeah.
What's wrong here? See, Sunil Narayan 3 overs 19 on plan, right? You don't give him wickets, you sort of play him away at 6 an over, 6.5. As I was saying in my previous stint, the other spinner will really need to stand up, Anukul Roy. He hasn't done it. Karthik Tyagi was all right, but look, you took the 1 wicket. Saurav Dubey has come in, but probably it's time for one of the faster bowlers to stand up here. Aroda, probably, I don't know if he's going to bowl right away, but it could be between Tyagi or Dubey. I expect one of them to come back. Sunil Narayan has 1 over left. You can't do much with that anyway. They need wickets right away.
And, you know, the fact is they've got 9 wickets now, haven't they? So, I mean...
Precisely. They need wickets.
They
Big
certainly,
time.
yeah, they do, in the big time. I mean, they certainly can...
Fair play award, Bear.
Mumbai
Usually
Indians, top of the table. Top of the table in something, anyway. In the bottom of the normal table, aren't they?
We're very close to the bottom, if not the bottom.
Gentlemanly losers, is that, I guess what you can say.
Okay.
Karthik Tyagi is back into the attack. He's gone for 19 in his 2 overs. He has the 1 wicket, which was Jacob Bethel, who pulled one onto his helmet and was caught by the bowler.
Sharp ball, that.
Yeah.
That over, he was troubling everybody. Let's see if he can replicate it.
Well, ball will be a bit softer now, won't it? White ball, 13 overs old. It's probably not going to come on.
I was a
too
bit
quick.
surprised he
See you
got
later,
taken off.
Tone. Padikal is facing up 39 of 26, gives himself some room, slaps it
Is that
straight
out?
to cover, and he has got a second wicket. Padikal has gone, and they have got a wicket, which is what they required. 129 for 1 becomes 129 for 2 in the 14th over. And we'll give it a little jingle like this.
Another one bites the dust.
Hit that well.
I think that is going to be out, Fred. Another one bites the dust.
Bit annoying if you're Padikal, really, isn't it? I mean, it was there.
Just given it, I think it's the break. It was a hittable ball. He was in half a mind to hit it either through the field or over it, and I think he just gave it to the guy at extra cover. Having said that, that was a wonderful catch. That was hit properly. That was not leathered, but that was properly hit.
Yeah, it was hit pretty hard.
He did well, Mr. Rahane.
He did indeed. He must
And
be
he
knocking
given
on-
away a
How
50
old is
here.
Rahane now? Must be late 30s.
Also 30, 38, 39.
be getting on.
I'm going to check that.
So the new batsman is Patidar. Padikal has gone, and Patidar has come to chase him. Replace him.
Replace him, hopefully.
Yeah.
Richard Padidar. Richard Padidar. Richard Padidar. From the top of the order.
So got Tim David to come, Krunal Pandya, so they got some hitters.
Oh, they got Venkatesh Iyer. They bat 1% deeper today, if anything.
Yeah. Tyagi coming in to bowl Patidar. He gets on his pads, clips it
Oh, dear.
nicely out past mid-wicket. Mid-wicket out in the deep. It's pretty square actually. So has to chase that around the boundary. They'll get back for 2.
Friendliest of welcomes if you are a batter, a half volley on leg stump. That was a cutter, by the way. I think he got fooled by I have the previous batsman, Padikkal. I think he got fooled by the lack of pace from the pitch on that one. Had the ball been a normal one, he would have probably leathered that through extra cover.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, he still
So
got
that-
enough of it, didn't he? He just had to get
Yeah,
he either had to get the elevation or just get it slightly wide
Exactly.
of the field. And there was no one there. I mean, Rahane was the only man there. If he'd have missed him, it would have been 4 runs probably. Oh,
Oh,
now,
dear.
that is going to be pinged on the helmet. I think we are going to have a concussion.
It's at the back of the helmet, actually. He looks
Yeah, he's turned
comfortable.
away.
Discomfort. He looks
Patidar
in
has turned
discomfort.
away from that and been pinged on the helmet by Tyagi. And they will.
He's saying he's all right, but all that locks, those flowing locks at the back of his head, hopefully, is helping cushion the
His
blow.
hair is
luscious.
Oh my! I want his. I'm a little bit in love.
There's some
God.
there's some very luscious hair in the
Ah,
IPL
but-
this year. It has to be said.
Yeah.
What I didn't like, this team specifically, Venkatesh Iyer, this guy, Tim David, plenty of people. No, but he shirked at the ball, and actually, the way he turned his head, he took it at the back of his head. That's not a comfortable place to be hit at all.
No, not
Somewhat
at all.
here,
No, that's really.
and not only that, they have this additional protection these days after a certain tragedy in Australia. But the way he's rubbing that helmet at that part of his head, side of his head, I don't like it at all. He's laughing. They're talking. They seem to be checking if he's sane almost.
Well, there's quite a lot of padding there, and his hair should be padding it as well. But I mean, he has to be balanced.
Oh, he's got an ice pack right up at the back of his head. The substitute player is holding it, and the physio is checking if he appears any less sane than normal. But no, I think outside of the jokes, he's laughing. They're doing the mandatory concussion checks where you pull the ice, the fingers from the side of your head. If you can't spot them, you know you're concussed. And also, if your jaw feels loose all of a sudden. So we are taught a couple of these things, the concussion protocol, and especially if you feel zoned out. If you feel suddenly you can't focus, so they make you say some basic things like what is breakfast, and if you can't really focus, you're concussed. If your eyes can't see beyond this, suddenly you're concussed. And there are certain things. If there are 3 or 4 things you need to check, I think they're doing that. And yeah, he appeared as sane as ever. But what I didn't like is that ball rose disconcertingly. Tyagi is very famous for that. That's how he caught Bethel, right? We saw that.
Yeah, he's quite slippery, isn't he? But he's not. It doesn't seem that quick on the speed gun, but he's quite slippery.
Now he bowls a heavy ball. Also, 140 is not anything to scoff at there. Having faced even a 140 at one point in my life, I can tell you almost see the ball. It just whizzed past you. Yes. Like, did it go here? I see. Thank you. I thought I saw it there. No, but that right, I'd rather have him gotten the body.
Well, he's tried it again. There's an appeal. I think he's gloved that.
No, I think nicked his helmet again, if I'm not wrong. Or missed everything. It went too fast past his face. That's the rite of passage. They will bowl another short ball right at you if he gets conned. And he did that right. But also, he's, I think, gotten only 1 for the over. I don't think he got 2 for the over. He has 1 more up his sleeve, Mr. Tyagi.
Well, yeah.
No, it just flew past him way too quickly for him.
Yeah.
It is crazy how fast it actually is. Like
It is very fast.
It's mad, you know. And
I can tell you,
can't
127.
actually keep it.
Yes, well, sorry.
Tyagi in again. That one's a slower ball into the pitch, but he works it to the leg side. Are they going to try for 2?
No, he's going to hang on the he's going to hang on the non-strikers in for a bit. Let Mr. Kohli take it. But look, 122 or 123, you know it. You can feel the ball. It's pretty nice. 130, 132, you can already get very uncomfortable. The moment it crosses the 136, 138, it gets pretty hairy. I don't even know what 150 is. I'll be bad about it.
Now, here we go. Telling us that 1 dot ball equals 19 trees. We thought it was 500, but hey, it's 19.
That's a bit much.
And
Okay,
that's a weird number. Why would you
That's
use
a
19?
really bizarre number.
Why not have a nice round number like 10, 20, 30, whatever? But 19 seems very strange. Is that a mythical number? And that one's worked into the leg side by Kohli. He'll take a single, and that's the end of the over. Well,
we have a super chat. Jay says he sends us a $5 and says the fact that Will and Ajit are in the same space station makes me strangely happy.
Oh yeah, got the same view out of your windows.
Yeah,
Oh, that too. We're both astronauts, yes? Then we're both astronauts, yes.
And Eric J says Artemis 3. Jay says Artifice. 69 in Roman numerals. Leah says, scheduled live stream for this weekend. If you suffer withdrawals, English language commentary in cooperation with GC.
That's correct.
Fantastic.
Over to Leah's channel for that. And Brian in Brisbane asks if Kohli will get his 100.
He could get there. It's only enough
Now,
runs.
it's now a challenge, yeah. The previous over, he scared the batters a little. He's conned the batsman second time in the game. This is nice. So it's now 10 and over, but I like the challenge. And can Vaibhav Arora follow up?
Yeah, 60 required. Ooh, that one goes across Kohli from Viber, bowling right arm round. No, right arm round? Yeah, no, yeah.
I think so. And he's using the width of the crease very well.
Yeah.
He's staying outside the hitting arc of Kohli and just well within the tram lines. Yeah. So, look, I think KKR have a plan. Can they execute it well?
Well, yes. Well, we're at the business end of the game here with 6 overs left, 61 required. It does seem like they should get there. That's full and driven back down the ground by Kohli. No one's that straight.
Beautiful timing.
Lovely shot. 4 runs for him.
He reached it on the full toss. It hit pretty low on the bat, but that was beautifully timed. All right, it was a comfortable full toss, but he timed the pants of that one. Nobody would be able to stop that. I think that low full toss is better than a length ball sort of a thinking. But if you're giving that much width to somebody who's set, he's going to murder you.
Absolutely. Holds up his hand, checking around the field.
Kohli can take a bit of pressure off Patidar, and if Patidar can get about 8 balls.
Another one across him. Slow ball this time.
Dear gods, what is Kohli trying there?
He's trying to snare it into the leg side back from where it came, but not given as a wide. I thought that was marginal on the wides.
I think they were discussing that. He wouldn't give this a wide because he's moved sort of closer to the off stump, almost on the off stump when he faced the ball. But most importantly, why is Kohli sitting down and sweeping a fast bowler when he can stand and cut him, drive him, pull him? Anyway, it was a slow ball.
Square drive, you'd have thought, wouldn't you?
Yes,
Foolish ball. That one, there's a lot of bottom hand these days, isn't there? That one is whipped round to, I think, Rodman Powell out at cow corner. It'll be a single.
It will be a game of dot balls right here, right? So that one additional dot ball that Kohli took, first one was okay. Then you made it up with a 4. The next one, it's going to cost your team because now it is 5 balls, 5 runs, right? Or 4 balls, 5 runs, I'm sorry. So that means that additional ball is going to cost your team because the guy who's coming to face the ball now is under pressure. He needs 5 runs of 2 balls. That's all is left in this over, and to even match the run rate. That's not ideal batting.
Yeah, the flip side of that is RCB need one big over of 20, and they've probably got this game sold, done. That one is an attempted uppercut by Patidar. I mean, the thing about wickets is someone's got to get themselves in, isn't they? I mean, you've got to go from the off now. You can't go anything on it, through to the keeper, and there is no run. I think they are.
That was not a wide.
I think
they're going to lose the review.
They're reviewing it for a wide. Now I saw the umpire giving it the old signal.
How square is your TV signal or whatever? But look, again, I thought that was not so far high above his head to be a wide, but this is good thinking bowling here from Vaibhav Arora. That was a slower bouncer. So it went past Patidar's bat much later than he had anticipated.
Yeah.
But see, now that he's gotten scorned and probably is a little uncomfortable, this is just good thinking. This is good bowling.
Yeah. I think that's probably a wide. He's
by centimeters, I would say.
Well, he's kind of on his. He's not flat-footed.
No, he's not. He's on his toes.
It's gone above his head.
About that much. But that much. That's then a wide, probably. You're right.
Yeah, I mean it's above head height. I'd have said. I mean,
I don't.
Weirdly, Ishan came in today. He's doing his obviously he's doing his masters, and then we were talking about AI in cricket. And my initial thoughts are that you shouldn't really be reviewing extras in a T20 in cricket.
In cricket, but come on, in a one day or in a limited hours game, if you think it's going to cost you the game, because usually you'll be.
Well, that was my point. I said, at the end of the day, I kind of come around to the fact that in a T20, where sixes and boundaries become so important at the back end, when you're scoring 10, 14 and over, the fact that if one is marginal on a wide, then it makes sense. But it's almost like you should only really have the choice to review them at the back end of the game. But the flip side is they take too long.
They're trying to speed it up. But look, IPL is a celebration with cricket involved in it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't treat it so seriously. Now, if we were to talk of international cricket, you would have different measures already. They have a count.
I mean, I wouldn't see the point of it in a test match. That seems fucking ridiculous. But I mean, and even to a degree, in ODI, there's too many overs for you to really worry about a single thing. But I can kind of see the point in the T20, but I still think it is a bit daft. That one is mistimed by Patadar up to mid-on, but I get a single.
I think he got lucky there. It was a hittable full toss, but it was wide enough. But the mid-on was up. And had he connected, probably could have beaten him either on the ground, or if he had whipped that in the air, that would have probably... There was a chance to catch, but I think he got away with that, Tyagi.
But Suri Yavan, she is top of the sixes list.
40 in about 11 matches. Not too bad going, one would think. No? I haven't hit 46s in my career.
Yeah,
I'll say it frankly.
I can't remember how many I've hit, but not that many. That's got to be a wide. That's gone right across Kohli, but it will be another wide. Even though he went across, it was very wide.
That was almost on the other side of the tram line. But look, for me, I don't know why Kohli is doing sweeping, jinking into the leg. Probably they've packed the... It's two people on the offside, a deep third man and a deep point.
Yeah, he's probably looking for the gap, isn't he? He's trying to work it into probably a gap behind square on the leg side. There is no fielder. And the guy's bowled into his field, to be fair. So.
I've not seen the field yet, so I'm waiting on that on the screen. But look, what you know is...
he's pulled that one airily out towards... Well, he's beaten the two men on the leg side. There's a long on. He's reasonably wide, and there is a cow. And he's hit directly between the two. And he will get another 4. So they pulled that over back. In the end, there's 12 for that.
Fair enough.
The two wides really haven't helped.
Bottom hand, strong bottom hand, and he guides that to that gap between cow corner and long on. But anything on the socials, Will?
Yep. So Jay says Leah or Mr. Ritual humiliation of my rubbish German mind. I'm fine until anyone speaks to me. And then Jay says that applies to English too. Me too. And then Leah says generally I do a stream on a stream a week for the IPL, but there's also a playlist called English language content on the channel.
Absolutely.
You might find interested in. It's great. It's really worth a look.
Kohli, Patadar facing up.
Yep.
Is that Narayan bowling his last over?
Yes. I think they've thrown the dice. I expected him to bowl the 17th over. They've given him the 16th.
Okay. And he's gone
They're
back.
going to rely on their fast bowlers. So now we are in the crunch. 48 needed for RCB of the last 5.
Batters generally prefer pace on a ball, don't they? Anyway, he cut that one out to Patadar, to the man on the fence. Kohli goes back to us to get that through the covers as well, but he gets an under edge back towards.
He's tried to hit that too hard. This is the canny Narayan holding the ball slightly back. That's almost a fast bowler's length that he's bowling. Good length, and he's doing well there. It was 95 kph.
That one has been hoiked into the leg side by Kohli. Same result as last over. He's found a gap between cow and wide, long on. One bounce 4.
There's not one boy for me. I must have 2 or 3. I need 4.
He spotted the length so fast, it was not all that short.
No,
but
not at all.
Beautifully, he swiveled around to get his body in position.
Gets forward, pushes that into the offside. They go through for the single. They get there. No, there's an appeal by the keeper for a run out, but I think he was probably past the stumps by the time it even got in. Good bit of
the umpire
very
said
quick running.
Yes. In the meantime, his Kohliness has passed another record, 14,000 runs in T20s.
Wow, that's a lot of runs.
Not a mean number, that, no.
No, not at all.
But look, he's mostly done it in chases, and as long as he's in the crease, batting teams never panic in a chase.
No, very true.
At any level. That's an accomplishment in itself.
Yeah, he's very skilled at this. Narayan has been slapped. Patadar's finally got hold of one. Slapped it over cow corner, all the way in the air, over the boundary. 6.
The only difference between the last two balls, it is in that slightly unpredictable length where you don't know whether to go back or front. He held this a little slowly, I thought. He bowled it. That gave Patidar that additional half a second you need to spot that length, and he's just hiked that through mid-wicket. That's just club through mid-wicket. No finesse at all. But
No finesse whatsoever. There's a lot of finesse in T20. That one's gone a long way up in the air, though. Patidar is going to... Oh, no! Ah! Yes! That was a lot of juggling. Is that Varane?
Yes.
Yeah, it was. A lot of juggling at cover. Fortunately, he fell on his back and it fell on his stomach, but it went up.
Yes.
He caught it and then juggled it 2 or 3 times, but managed to fall back, roll onto his back, and just clutch it to his tummy. And Patidar, pretty useless innings, really. 11 off 8. Never really got going.
But it's all right.
Got sconed on the head, hit 1-6, and
I think he was a bit dazed there.
Yeah, possibly. Possibly might be. But we have to say goodbye to him, so we'll say goodbye with this.
I won't look back, 'cause by the time that I do, you'll be gone.
Of course, you've got Tim
2,
David
3, 4, and yes.
And then
5.
And then
he actually folded himself. His legs. He folded his legs onto his tummy so that the ball doesn't fall off. That was 5 juggles, and then finally caught the ball in his midriff with his legs. Well done.
Would you send out Tim David now? I'd probably send out Tim David.
Yeah. It should be Tim David or Venkatesh Iyer is not a bad choice, but it should be a Venkatesh Iyer who's going to be active and going to look to go after the runs. Because I think he didn't really do injustice there. 11 of 8. They added that 25 runs in a crucial fast pace that was needed. So I think he's all right, but he would have liked to have stayed and finished the job, Mr. Patidar. Now, here's your man.
Yeah, I'd have sent him out. I mean, what? There's 4 overs left, 24 balls.
Now they have 2 people that they could have chosen from. Krunal Pandya is not in a bad form either, right?
No, true. But I mean,
and he's a lefty. I was expecting it could be Iyer or Krunal Pandya, frankly.
Well, hits a long ball, Tim David. He could get, he could get this done in a couple of overs, couldn't he? Really?
No, I think it's good if he can get his eye in and nail a couple of those shots. And it doesn't matter if RCB crossed the line even in the last over here. But it's important that Tim David finds his mojo back a little bit, yeah?
And he's 36 required off the last 4 overs. It should be doddle this, shouldn't it, in the modern T20 era. That one's defended back to the bowler.
Very adventurous move. They've given the ball to Anukul Roy, who's a left-arm orthodox. So they're denying pace on the bat to Kohli. And I think we have one more over from Tyagi coming up. So I'm going to look forward to that.
Yeah. Well, that's into the pitch short. And guess what it deserves, really, which is spanked into the leg side. Again, it's 4 runs out to Cow corner, this time on the more mid-wicket side of Cow. But there isn't anyone there. And it's 4 runs.
It's Nissan Shi. It's Nissan Shi.
Well, he could still get his 100 here.
Yeah, there's 70 needed, and his team needs 32. That's still on track. But look, this over could be make or break if Anukul Roy can't keep the runs down. It's a huge gamble, I think.
Yeah, that one is nicely played out through the covers, wide of the man who's deep there. He will get around to field it, but to allow Kohli to get back for 2. So 6 off the first 3 balls of the over.
If he can finish with 12, he's damaged his team only a little bit less than worse. If he gets a wicket here, I think they're looking to buy Kohli's wicket. I think in the last over, Sunil Narayan did that. He gave Rajat Patidar that one looker which he
had. Patidar hadn't faced a lot. Oh, now that is up and under. Oh,
he timed the pants of that one.
Because he looked like he was hitting that up, but he has timed the pants off of that, and it's gone back over the bowler's head and over the boundary, and in fact it is 6 runs. There you go, 12 on the first 4 balls.
This is what I meant, right? If you get it wrong, and Kohli, that was a short arm punch, he timed the pants of that one, as Mr. Bear says. It hit the meat of the bat. It's, one of those shots where you don't almost feel the ball on the bat. It hit that hardest part of the bat.
Works that one into leg side. Everything's a bonus now, isn't it? And this over, 13 off it with 1 ball to come, and just whips that into leg side, gets a single.
Kohli's 92 not out.
Yes.
David's on strike. He has a free hit, but I don't think he'll waste it. But look, that was just sublime hitting. Those 3 shots, he's hit to 3 different parts of the ground. One, he's flicked it sort of wide of that man at cow corner for a 4. It was short. Next one, he's played with a straight bat, through extra cover, made sure he's gotten 2. And then the last one was the best of the lot.
Yeah, last ball to the over. It's down the leg side.
Oh, hang on.
It's a wide. I was going to say, I thought it came off.
No, it was
but it came off the keeper's pads, didn't it? Down to the man.
Yes, it was a fast ball, the fast top spinner, let's say, but it caught the keeper off a guard. What happened is Kohli ran halfway through the pitch. That could have been disastrous.
Yeah.
Had Tim David not responded in time, and Kohli had enough time to get back, and Tim David himself made sure he came back as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, and hang on. Fold yourself in half, catch the ball. That's the replay of Patidar. We were just joking, Patidar's dismissal. But here we go, last ball.
Last ball, Anakul Roy in. Tim David hits that up to long on. They will take the single. So that's 14 off that over.
Nah, the match is done now because it's 19.
You'd have said
18 balls 22. So that's the unfortunate thing now.
We've got a super chat. Jay sends us £2 and says, Ajit's French dancing also makes me happy.
French dancing.
And we've got a bit of catching up to do. Normality Taylor says, "Hey lads, it's been a while." And Leah says hi and sends Clifford Bradford a particular pod of hers. And
yes, please. Please listen to Leah and the likes of us, independent broadcasters. Listen, support.
Yeah, they are great. Jay says, Norm! And then he says, give him the V's, Tim. And then Normality Taylor says, which game are you going to enjoy next week, Gorillas?
I don't know, actually. I wait. I can't remember, to be honest. It'll be whatever this game is on a Wednesday. That's pulled by Tim David out to mid-wicket for a single.
Tyagi's come back for his last over. That short, sharp over that we were expecting. Maybe he needs to take 2 wickets here and keep it under 6.
When does the group phase finish, actually? That's an interesting point.
I'm going to check that as well. The group phase finishes on 24th of May on a Sunday. So, and the next Wednesday's game is Kolkata Knight Riders and Mumbai Indians. I have a feeling it'll be a wooden spoon sort of a contest. KKR are knocked out today if they lose.
Well, yeah, they're certainly heading for a loss here, aren't they? That's in cutter into the pitch from Tyagi. Tim David doesn't get... Oh, was it Kohli, actually?
It's Kohli. They took a single last ball.
Down to the man on the 45, so they don't take the run.
Indeed. No, but that I think he had a idea, Kohli, that he was going to beat the man at 45. He looked disappointed. They have a little bit of bandwidth here if they want to take a couple of balls.
Yeah, I don't think you want to do that in a T20, do you? I think you just got to carry on. Yeah, so next week will be our last group game then, and then
yes.
I don't know what we're doing for the qualifiers. And I don't think we're going to be able to cover them all because it's just trouble trying to get everyone in. That is picked up sublime. That is Kohli at his best. Just flicks that off his pads. A lot of bottom hand, a lot of wrist. Clips it over cow corner, all the way over the boundary. 6 runs. That was a lovely shot. And he's on 98. He's going to get a ton. I presume
I'm not going to say anything about it.
Of this IPL. He's had a pretty... Well, he had 2 ducks in a row before this game, didn't he?
Absolutely. He's come back the right way. Only champions do. He's going to say, it's okay. I was just adding them up. Instead of 330s, I'm going to get 100. Yeah. But look, that shot showed all the authority, all the class, and just a flick of his wrist. And how much timing he was able to impart.
And only 14 required of 15 balls now, so,
match is over as a contest, I dare say.
Yep. Should probably over next over, I thought, by the end of the 18th.
I think so.
RCB will... 19th. This will be 18th, 19th. Yeah, they'll do it with an over to spare, I reckon.
Does Karthik Tyagi have another card in his set, that he can throw at Kohli, maybe prevent Kohli from crossing the 100? Mostly an academic interest remaining in this game. I don't see RCB screwing it up. I'm tempting the gods by saying all this. There's a little bit of a break. I don't know why in play. Maybe the ball is lost. They need to replace the ball or something. There was drinks out for the players. I'm expecting something related to the ball.
So what time is it in India now? So this game is finishing. So it's
40, so it's just past 12. 10 past 12.
Okay, fine. I need a half hour extra. Yeah. No,
They started a whole hour late. Yeah.
Oh, now that was outside edge. Goes to point. Get himself a single then. Moves on to 99.
The ball didn't bounce as much as he had hoped, but in the sort of vision that he's able to look at the ball, he just easily, nicked it, let's say. Yes.
Yeah, that was a lovely shot, though, wasn't it? I mean, that's great.
You'd give anything
Flick
to
of
play
the
that as a
wrist.
batsman.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's
Just body in the right place, head over the ball, just a flick. Just that the ball got lost all the way out. Yes.
So 2 balls left in the over. Tim David facing cuts that
Wow.
one, cuts it hard. Is he caught that?
There's
That
a caught, I think so.
Fantastic catch. He's hit that really
Jesus.
hard as Tim David. And
Who's
it's
the
been
fielder
caught
then?
at
What a
backward
catch.
point.
Oh, it's Manish Pandey. I almost didn't recognize him. Tim David is looking on completely unbelievingly. Manish Pandey is a gun fielder.
That was a catch, wasn't it? I mean, is he...
They're claiming, and Manish Pandey is fairly confident. Let's see.
Well,
David looks completely bamboozled how he caught that, and it was made effortless. It was rather slashed hard with all the power. That,
it was going down, but I think he caught that well cleanly, didn't it? It was at least a foot off the ground when he
Yeah,
caught
I
it.
don't see him
thought.
make such a claim. It's very tough to hide it, I think. Yeah.
We've got to catch up with the ball first.
Oh dear.
That's a fantastic catch. He's caught that one-handed. I thought he went over with 2 hands, but he's caught that with one hand, diving to his
And
left.
he's just held on to it as he comes up off that dive. What a catch. This might very well be one of the catches of this tournament.
Yeah.
Full stretch, outstretched on the wrong side. Manish Pandey is a
And
right-hander.
he's curled his hand upwards as well, kept
Yes.
it off the ground. There's no way that's touched the ground. That's a very good catch. That's
Yeah.
clean as hell. I don't know why he was standing there,
Oh.
even complaining about that. I mean, that's
I think
out.
maybe it went behind the back of the fielder, so they're just checking. But, well, he has the right to stand there, the batter, as long as the umpire tells him to walk off. He will, he's been told that. But fantastic, and he's very chill about it. Caught it in his left hand, we forget, right? This is a former India player. And you forget how good he is in the field, and he's just demonstrated again.
I don't even know why they're looking at it. What are they trying to look at? Are they trying to look at whether he put this on the ground? But you can see that he's curled his hand up like that as he's
I
caught
think this is
it.
confirming. He's just done that as he's falling on the other side, right? And he's rolled over on his shoulder. He's brought up almost, this is a textbook, how to catch one-handed off. They're just confirming it. And I dare say, at least he's provided one more breakthrough. Pandey is also checking. What's going on, gents? Why are we looking so?
I don't understand why they're looking at that. I mean,
That's what he's
out.
asking too.
That's as out as you can
That's
be.
just out as any. That's just standard. That's just a bloody good catch. I mean, it's a reflex catch. Sticking your hand out. It's
He's a good fielder too. They train.
Is that
these days
Shane
there.
Watson in the back there?
I think he's in the KKR coaching setup, isn't he, as a batting coach?
Okay.
Watson? He is. So, because I heard him say something about a couple of his batters, younger chargers, I believe.
Okay.
That was for me. It would have been once in a lifetime catch. Manish Pandey does it fairly regularly, I dare say.
That's great. You can tell what a way.
Kohli's face, well, as exaggerated as Kohli can get, says it all apparently. Rahane is very impressed. They caught all the right people's expressions now. They're able to show it to us.
Well, Tim David
anything on
goes
social media. It's been
2 of 3.
quite a big break, I dare say.
So who is the new bat?
It's Jitesh Sharma.
Jitesh.
Sorry. Yeah. I thought you were going to look for a jingle, so I just thought I'd help you around.
Yeah, I don't think I've got one for him.
Don't play the generic IPL player.
No, okay, I won't play.
I'm kidding.
Well, he is coming in, and we got numbers batsmen, so I can actually play generic number 6. We've probably got a jingle for him actually somewhere, but I'll have to go and find it. That's into the leg side by Jitesh Sharma, gets himself off the mark. Deep mid wicket comes in, giving 1 ball to Kohli. He's on. Oh no, doesn't.
No, the over is
the
done.
End of the over.
Over's done,
181
yeah,
for 4. Jitesh Sharma will change strike. Although Kohli is going to get 1 run unless he gets out, and he will get a ton.
Ankri seemed to be saying something to Kohli. Something on socials, Will?
Yep. So Leah says, I'll check in with Tony and see if we can cover the playoffs between us, Bear. And Jay says, Leah, don't get on a ship with him. And then Nick Vickers turns up. All right, Nick. And says, hi, Grillers, just come out of work. It's a pleasant surprise that you're still on.
Well, there was a delayed start by an hour and a quarter, I think, today. So.
An hour, actually, an hour, a quarter, you're right. No, but we saw something very heartwarming just there. Kohli walked up to Manish Pandey, their batchmates from the same under-19 squad, by the way, which was captained by Kohli, and they won the World Cup. And he went around and shook Manish Pandey's hand and said, well done, mate.
Yeah.
That was fantastic to see in the break between the overs. And I think Mr. Ankrish Raghuvanshi may have lipped off a bit to a certain Kohli, and he got an annoying stare from Jitesh.
Nice drive by Jitesh out.
It is still Jitesh, yes.
Deep extra cover, that'll be a single. So Kohli is on strike. They are 11 runs required to win the game. Kohli is on 99.
11 balls as well. And if anybody's counting, I think nobody else cares about it. All the fans want this to be over as soon as possible. I dare say from both sides.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. All the crowd standing up, phones at the ready. Here we go.
Yeah, everyone filming. And there it is. Driven out to wide, long off. That'll be a single. That'll be Kohli getting to 100. Well done, sir. You are a centurion.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Congratulations, sir. You are a centurion.
First one of the season. Important for Kohli. 58 balls. Well done. Right acceleration, right sort of oomph.
Yeah.
What I liked, I'll wait.
Driven out by Jitesh. Same man down at long off. Single. They could do this in singles, only one a ball.
Yeah, I think the big hit is coming. So what happened is he waved Jitesh off. Jitesh wanted to walk down the pitch to congratulate him. He said, it's all right. Let's not make a big deal out of it. And he just raced quietly by Kohli standard for sure. The bat soaked in the applause, and he's focused on the job here. What I liked is that, no exaggerated celebrations.
Defending champions, aren't they, RCB?
Of course.
Go top of the table if they get this. That's a beautiful shot to cut that square. Block driven, really. It's vacant at point, and the guys.
No, he beat the point fielder, but that was a trash ball.
Yeah.
You give that much width and that close to the bat.
And he knew there was a space free at points, so he's just hit it there, and it's 4 runs.
He opened the face of the bat. What I told you, big shots are coming.
Yep, 5 required off 8. Oh wow, that was the opportunity to slam it over the boundary for 6 to win the game, but instead I might have got an inside edge, or might have just hit his pad. It must have.
No.
Well, they're going to review
He's
it.
asking to check that. Please don't do it. His leg is.
Well, yeah, they're going to review it.
His whole body was outside the leg stump, I think.
Well, yeah, but it didn't pitch.
Really?
No, it was a full toss.
I know, but
so
impact outside
it shouldn't
kills
matter.
It,
it's not pitched, but it's probably hit him outside the line of leg stump.
That's what I'm saying. Impact outside, you're done. But okay, as a fast bowler,
I thought he might have got an inside edge onto his pad as well. To be fair,
was he even telling that just now, Kohli? I think what he said.
Let's have a look. Maybe not, but yeah, it's hit him outside leg and
hitting on the 5th stump.
Yeah,
on his leg. Come on. All right, but you get carried away a little. We all do.
Did he get an edge?
No.
He did get an edge. Yeah, see, I told you he got an edge.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
There, well spotted.
I thought so.
Kohli claims the run. He'll not give it a leg by either. He'll not let it go as a leg by.
Yeah, that'll be a single. So that's what, 4 required now to win the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
oh dear.
Toe end through to the keeper. They'll get a single.
Oh, Kohli showing off a little at this point in time. So that was a slower short ball, and he tried to haul it from all the way outside off, but he only got toe end on that. And Kohli approached the crease very close and then waited, held both of his hands up and saying, "Run me out, all right." To Ankrish, who, as I said, between overs had something to say to Kohli. Never a good idea.
Exactly.
We're seeing a bunch of his best shots None better than that straight hit for the 6 and
That and that
flick.
clipped one, yeah.
Oh dear gods.
Both very nice shots.
Either of those two I'll take, and I'll call it a successful career, frankly.
Oh, that was the end of the over. Kohli will retain strike then, I presume. With 3 required off 6 balls. So we got to a last over game, but it looks they've kind of chased it down.
How
with
is
ease,
Kohli
haven't they?
having the strike? Did they not run the last ball?
Oh yeah, sorry, they did run.
Should be Jitesh, I think, no? They ran that last ball single. Or am I mistaken here?
I think they did actually. Yeah, so you're right.
Yeah, I think it's going to switch over. I think it's going to switch over.
Maybe it should do.
Yes, they did run in the last ball, and yeah, it's all right. See, look, in this game, if you look at it... Sorry, Will.
Oh no, I was just going to say Jay's off. He says, cheers all, off to read books about Georgian plumbing and watch dodgy horror movies.
Excellent.
That sounds
Plumbing.
like a great night.
Yeah.
Is that a euphemism or something? Georgian plumbing?
Well,
no, never mind.
I presume you're going to watch City versus Crystal... no, is it City versus Crystal Palace tonight?
Wednesday, yeah.
It's one of their catch-up games, isn't it? And if presumably if they lose tonight, then
who's bowling the last
over? 1
over?
point to win the title. Don't
Dube.
know. It's left arm round.
Dube, the debutant.
And that's it. Game
Oh,
over.
dear.
First ball, Jitesh pulls it wide of long on. It's 4 runs. RCB get to 194, and that is game done. RCB go top of the table. So defending champions are coming on strong at the right time. Put themselves in a very good position. Probably could lose their last 3 games and still make it to the playoffs, one would have thought.
No, they're on 16
points. Yeah, 16.
They'll need 1 more to be sure.
You reckon?
18, I think.
You think
Yeah,
18?
I'll tell you why.
No, maybe because it's 10 teams now. It used to be like
Not
14.
only that, they're playing 14 games, you're right, but what can happen is, now with KKR losing, they're eliminated, they're at number 8, sorry. But look, Sunrisers, if they win the remaining 2 games, they'll finish on 18. Gujarat Titans, if they finish their win both their remaining games, they'll be on 20, right? Punjab Kings can finish on 17. If they can finish on 19.
Yeah.
Exactly. Then that leaves Chennai Super Kings. If they win all their remaining games, they can finish on 18 too. So that's the change. That's
but presumably some of those teams have A, got to play each other, and B,
yes,
you probably
look at that.
Look, if you've got 2 games left, look, if you win 1 out of 2, exactly, you get 18. But I mean, if you're
safe with their
Punjab have lost 4 in a row now, haven't they?
They have to really find a way out of that hole.
Yeah.
Because from table toppers, they've suddenly fallen to number 5 now. They won't like that. SRH had a bad outing yesterday. So yeah, it's still open. RCB will want 1 and just not worry about too much beyond that.
I'd have said 16 points probably gets you there, but we'll see. Well, that's it for us. Congratulations to RCB, top of the table. Well done, Kohli. Got a ton. That's nice to see, actually. I haven't seen him getting him runs for quite a while. So that was fun to watch. Reasonably okay. It wasn't a bear game per se, but RCB were completely. They were kind of completely in control of that chase pretty much all the way through, weren't they? KKR needed to get wickets earlier, and they just didn't get the wickets. So
absolutely,
the run rate was always pretty much under control. So they kind of cruised it, even though it went to the last over. A good solid win. KKR probably, they've got an extra game. They've got 4 games left, and they're on what, 9? Are they on 9?
Yeah, they're done. They're knocked out.
Well,
they can only
get to 17. Still could.
No, they've gotten done with 12 games. As far as I know, that means they can't go beyond 13 at this point in time.
Oh, okay. Fine. I thought they had an extra game as well.
Oh, sorry. They have only 11. So you're right. They can come to 15.
Okay.
Still,
might do if they were lucky, but that does seem unlikely now.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Let's go. It's time for us to go. I've
Thanks,
managed to
Sean.
get my headache through today. Now I've got to cycle home. Thankfully, it's not raining. So thank you for turning up, boys. It's been a bit of a crazy day. We've had Tony running off early. We've had illness for
David. We wish him quick recovery.
Yeah, David.
Yeah. And you too, Bear.
I'll be all right.
Yeah.
I'll just go and lie down and sleep, and I'll be fine tomorrow. But all good. Thank you very much, everybody. Thanks for everyone on YouTube.
Right.
Thanks for all your super chats. Very nice.
Please subscribe.
Yeah,
please subscribe to Guerrilla Cricket's Patreon.
Patreon.com. Always helpful. Our costs have gone up this year. Yeah.
We didn't plug that enough there. We need to do
I
more of that.
know.
All right.
Well, we'll get through it. I mean, we'll be back in the Test series soon, and we'll be plugging everything
And
much
then-
more often.
Thank you all.
Cash.
Yes, cash. We'll be back next Wednesday for what will be our last group game next Wednesday, and then we'll be into the last stages of the tournament. Don't know how that's going to pan out. I will leave that to Tony. But thank you again for everyone, and thank you two, and we shall see you next week. Until then, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
See you next week. Bye.
Guerrilla crickets. Whoa. Guerrilla crickets. Whoa. Guerrilla. Take guard, man the barricades, patrol the cover boundary. At last the time is come, this is a cricketing emergency. Hear this call to arms for every cricket revolutionary. Take up your bats and stumps for the test match insurgency. At first they tried to silence us, but we would not be silenced. They threatened us with lies, so we threatened them with violence. Che Guevara, Sangakkara, Joseph Stalin, Douglas Jardine,